High School and Lakota East Broadcasting. We bring you week 1 of the OHSAA playoffs. We're here in the Hawks Nest for the matchup between the 7 and 8 seed, Lakota East and West Clermont. Unfortunately, we're bringing you a radio broadcast tonight due to OHSAA's exclusive streaming contract with Spectrum News. But nonetheless, we're here to bring you the action, and the video will be uploaded afterwards. So if you do want to watch the game with the video, we don't blame you if you click away now and join us back later when that goes up on YouTube. But if you will stick around, we'd greatly appreciate it. I'm Max Earl, with me is Beck Lucas. This should be an interesting matchup. Both teams line up for the kickoff here. We are seconds away from starting this game off. And these two teams very different. East, a very passing team, and West Clermont runs the ball almost every single play. Kickoff is fielded by Braxton Thurman. He's on the left hash, moving out to the left side. Cuts back in. He's got a hole. There's a big hole for him. He gets through the first wave of tacklers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. It doesn't look like anyone's going to catch him. He cuts back inside, and he's finally chased down inside the red zone. Braxton Thurman cut it across the middle, and he brought it all the way into West Clermont's 20-yard line.
And another huge return for the Thunderhawks this year. Braxton Thurman has already run one back earlier in the season, and what a way to take momentum right out of the gate. This is playoff football. This is what all year you've been grinding to get to. All year you've been wanting to get here, play this game, and I am excited.
So with that, East will start with prime field position inside West Clermont's 20-yard line. They're led out by JT Kitna. He led the GMC in passing yards this season, and he's looking to have a good one here against a West Clermont defense that really struggles against the pass.
Yeah, bottom of the ECC, the Eastern Cincinnati Conference, when it comes to stopping the pass, it's going to be tough for them in this one.
First play in the shotgun. Kitna steps back, looking, fires one out to the left to Ryder Hooks. Contact early, but no flag. That one falls incomplete. Brings up a second down from the West Clermont 18.
I mean, Ryder Hooks was guarded very well on that one. I mean, throw was a little bit errant. Not quite sure what he was looking for, but, I mean, you get in the ball, you're already inside the red zone off rip. Can't ask for a better start.
So, second down and 10. They're in that pistol formation they love to run. Chris Boyer at the top. Jaden Shea and Zion Neal, the bottom two receivers. Ryder Hooks in the backfield, and he gets his first handoff of the game. He's got a hold of the left side, cuts it up the middle, and a gain of about 7. They're itching at the 10-yard line, brings up third down and short.
I mean, Ryder Hooks, what a year he's had, but just 7 yards away from the 1,000-yard season, 993. And if I'm him, I'm really mad right now. I mean, he missed a game at the start of the season due to a broken collarbone, but if he plays in that game, he gets that 1,000-yard season. And what an offensive year it's been for Lakota East. I mean, you knew with JT Kitna, you knew with Ryder Hooks that you were going to put some points on the board, but I never expected this kind of production that they have had.
Under center in an I form, Ryder Hooks still the back. There's a flag down. He gets the carry to the left side. He's got a lot of room, and he runs in the end zone, but a flag came down early. We'll see if they count it. Refs discussing.
I think it's going to be holding.
It is a sideline warning on Lakota East. So what a run by Ryder Hooks. Beautiful blocking. He was untouched on the left side, and East takes an early 6-0 lead after the great kickoff return by Braxton Thurman.
I mean, Ryder Hooks has had all the room in the world to run right into the end zone. Great blocking from the receivers, and Lakota East already up 6-0, trying to make it 7-0. That's what you wanted to see in a big playoff game like this one.
So lining up for the extra point is Lakota East. There is a flag that flies as they're lining up for the extra point. And East loves to do this on the extra point try. They got West Clermont to jump, so they'll start from the 1, and out comes the offense once again to try for 2.
That has happened
early.
It's happened a couple times this year where I think Logan Cole just, when he drops back, he claps, because he's the holder. He claps to make sure all the linemen go down. But when he does that, West Clermont thinks the play is happening, so they jump, and I mean, the East is going to have it 1 yard closer. They're going to try to punch it in. They've done this a couple times. I think every time they've been able to get it into the end zone and start the game 8-0.
So the East offense discussing what they'll do. The offense was out there for a second, but it looks like the kicking team is running back out. Interesting to see here. Yeah, Fitzstevens runs back out the kicker, so they will try for just the 1 point on the extra point try. It might have been a false start, actually. It looks like they're backed up. Play clock running out, 2 seconds. They do get the snap off. The kick is up, and it's good. Impressive work to get the field goal team out there in time, and 7-0 your early lead for the Lakota East Thunderhawks.
What a way to start. Big return, touchdown run from Ryder Hooks. Now this defense just has to go out there and get a stop. And for West Clermont, it has been 1940s football. They have 362 passing yards on the whole year. But they have one of the best running threats that I've seen out of any team we've played. They have over 2,000 total rushing yards on the whole season. And if you watch Lakota East Thunderhawks, you know they've had some struggles stopping the run. And against a running quarterback, they've really been exposed a couple times. Obviously, Lakota West happened, but I don't think Bo Rickman has the same running ability that Sam Wiles does. So while I do think it could be a struggle for East to stop this run game, I do think they're going to get it done.
Yeah, and East just last week against Oak Hills installed a new 3-3 defense to kind of address those problems they had in the run defense. Interesting stat, West Clermont has 60 throws on the year and over 420 runs. That's 12% passes and 88% runs. A very interesting stat. They do run, like you said, 1940s football, and we should see Bo Rickman and Landon Young running that option. The East kicking team is out there and ready to boot it away. Fitzstevens checks both sides, and he runs up. This is going to be an onside kick. East loves doing it, but West Clermont was right there to jump on it, so they'll start at midfield. And last week, East tried an onside kick. The week before that, they tried two, and it seems like a weekly tradition now to try to catch the other team off guard.
Yeah, every single week you expect at least one onside kick. When they played Lakota West, they did it 3 times, I believe, in that first half. Trying it again here, I mean, it just comes down, can the kicker get the right kick? And that one was just a line drive right to the guy, easily caught it. At the start of the year on these onside kicks, they would go in the air and the guy would bobble it. But now it's just like something's wrong with the kicking where it's just going line drive right to the guy.
A jumbo package out there for West Clermont. They've got 7 linemen on the line. East also stacking the box. They're in that triple option formation. Across the middle, getting the handoff there is Alexander Hawk, and he got nowhere. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up with the result. And this West Clermont offense is headlined by Bo Rickman and Landon Young. Bo Rickman, the quarterback, has over 900 yards on the season, and Landon Young's got 1,300. They are a running duo, and they love the read option. It's pretty much their bread and butter.
Yeah, and with the injury to Carson Schroyer last week, someone on this linebacker core is going to have to step up. Cohen Reap cannot handle the load all game, although he's done it all year. He's been an amazing linebacker, most tackles in the GMC. Somebody's going to have to step up and get those stops, and you see Dawson Reap expect Dawson Reap, Cohen Reap's brother, to get a lot of action in this
In the shotgun, Bo Rickman keeps it himself, nowhere to go. At the line of scrimmage, once again, he's stopped, brings up 3rd down and 9. An interesting storyline for this East defense. Just last week against Oak Hills, they lost one of their key linebackers, Carson Schroyer, to a knee injury. But Cohen Reap, the stout middle linebacker's brother, Dawson, has stepped up, number 23, and he has kind of taken his place back there. So 2 Reap brothers playing in the linebacker core, and they're looking to shut down this West Clermont run, which is deadly if it can get out into the open field.
Yeah, if East is able to stop that run, though, if this game goes along and East starts pulling away, I might start shutting my eyes when they're on offense because it is just boring. Running the ball on nearly 90% of their snaps, and they're forced to take a timeout.
Yeah, West Clermont did not get a playoff. They'll take a timeout. We will step away for just a second while they discuss what they'll do. We welcome you back to the Hawks Nest. West Clermont facing a 3rd down and 9. They were stopped twice already trying to run the ball, and East trying to do it for a 3rd time here. Home field advantage. These fans got loud and forced West Clermont to call a timeout, and they should run the ball even on this 3rd and long because that's the only thing they really do on offense.
They sure are taking their sweet time in this timeout. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but you might see one of the rare passes that West Clermont's going to run tonight. I mean, I was looking at their stats. They had a game where they threw the ball 4 times and won. I mean, obviously that shows how great their running backs are and their quarterback running the ball. But, I mean, throwing the ball, they are not a threat.
And I believe the long timeout came as a result of a TV timeout. We have someone on the field right now with a safety vest on. He's signaling to resume play. So both teams finally come out here again after a long stoppage. West Clermont got a long time to talk about what they'll do. We see the East defense in that 3-3, 3 linemen and a blitzing linebacker. Derek Williams, the usual receiver out there at DN. Bo Rickman in the shotgun with Landon Young next to him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle, and nowhere to go. He stopped right away once again. Parker Elam blew that one up in the backfield, and 4th down and 8 comes up a result as the West Clermont punting team runs out on the field.
I mean, I don't know what's crazier. Like, it's 3rd down and 9, and you spent all that time in the timeout to cook up a pass play, and you still did a quarterback draw on 3rd and 9. I mean, that is just not going to pick you up the first down. They didn't even get any yards.
Especially against an East team like this that is so used to playing a variety of offenses, really. You can't just be one-dimensional against this East team because they will hone on it and shut it down. Punt coming. It's up there. Hawks punt. Looks like it'll be fair. Caught, and it's muffed by Carter Jones. A lot of interference. The ball's still out there, scrambling for it at about the 15.
Where's the flag? I mean, he got touched.
Yeah,
Where's the flag? Where's the flag?
They're going to give it to West Clermont.
Where's the flag?
Carter Jones called for the fair catch, and he had someone all up in his business. No flag, though. Carter Jones has had a few struggles with muff punts this season, and now West Clermont set up in prime field position at the 15-yard line, and this is where this offense is dangerous as they can punch it in pretty easily.
I mean, maybe we saw it wrong, but from our angle, he called for the fair catch, and the guy went right up into him and chipped him, and that made him drop the ball. Obviously, the ref saw something different, but, I mean, I can't believe there's not a flag on that.
Yeah, interesting to see. So now East really going to be tasked with bend, don't break defense. Back in the shotgun is Bo Rickman with who else than Landon Young. Handoff to Landon Young comes this time, and once again, the East D-line sniffs it out and drags them down for a loss of 1. Marcus Osner on the stop, and it's 2nd down and 10.
This defense is for sure ready for this one. Not fazed by the muffed punt. Already back out there, stuffing the run. I mean, that is just special teams this year for East has been real lackluster, and they've lost us some games. So that is just something you do not want to see at all.
West Clermont huddled up. Everything they've tried so far has not worked. The most they've gotten on a run is 3. The refs will give them 1 yard on that last carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 14-yard line. Still the same formation. Looks like it's going to be a read option again. Rickman takes it. He's going to step back and throw it, trying to get it to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught in the corner by Alexander Hawk. What a catch. East wasn't expecting the pass, and Chauncey Peck couldn't get in the way of the ball. And West Clermont answers back 7-6.
I mean, it was just a perfectly placed football, and we were talking about how West Clermont cannot throw the ball. They did on that one. I mean, that was perfect. Back corner of the end zone. Chauncey Beck just fell down trying to guard the guy. Easy catch and touchdown. And now you have the muff punt, and now this game is possibly going to be tied.
Impressive work by the West Clermont offense. They dig into their playbook a little bit and bring out a corner pass. The extra point is up, and it's good. So we have a tie game here in the Hawks Nest with 7:37 to go in the first quarter. West Clermont was gifted prime field position by a muff punt, and they took advantage.
Yeah, and I'm still confused. I mean, from our angle, it definitely looked like somebody chipped him, but even if somebody hits you, you got to make that catch. You go for the fair catch and you muff it. You cannot do that. You allow West Clermont to score a touchdown, and now this game's tied. You ask your offense to go out there, put some more points up on the board. But the way they've been stuffing this run, I think West Clermont, they're not going to get that many opportunities to pass like that. It's going to be a struggle. I think East can still take care of business very well. They just got to go out there, keep doing what they're doing, put more points up on the board.
West Clermont, that was one of their 12% of pass plays, and it went for a touchdown. Maybe trying to be a little bit less one-dimensional against this East defense, which had their number on the ground until that pass. The West Clermont kicking team is out here. Back to receive is the powerful 4 returners back there. Carter Jones, Zion Neal, Chauncey Peck, and Braxton Thurman. They all have the ability to take it all the way back, and Braxton Thurman almost did on the first kickoff.
Yeah, any one of those 4 guys can take it back, and you saw it from Braxton Thurman, the sophomore. I mean, they're just dangerous. I don't know where you're going to kick this football.
Isaac Cooper, the kicker for West Clermont, lines up, waves his arm, and he's ready to boot it away. This is a squib kick down the middle, fielded by Carter Jones, who's trying to make up for the muff punt, and he does. Gets it all the way up to the 44-yard line. So East, good field position to start here as JT Kitna and Ryder Hooks trot back out there. They had what you could say is a pretty successful first drive starting in the red zone. They've got a little bit further to go this time.
Well, yeah, when you start your drive in the red zone, you expect to score a touchdown. But on their first pass attempt, they did not complete on it. I mean, this West Clermont defense is just pass defense is bottom of their division, the ACC. And I think Lakota East could have an easy day out here throwing the ball and running the ball. You saw it. This West Clermont defense is not built to keep up with this East offense.
East in a rare jumbo package, 3 trip receivers to the top of the line. A handoff to Ryder Hooks to the left side. Good blocking. He cuts back in, and he's got an open lane. He's being chased down, and he's finally brought down at the 28-yard line. What a run by Ryder Hooks. Taken down by Alexander Hawk, but not until he got about 30 yards on the carry, and East once again is knocking on the door of the red zone.
I mean, this offense is just so smooth in how they move the football. He can run, they can pass, they can do just about anything. I mean, the offensive line has been amazing all year. JT Kinn has had time to throw, and holes have been open for Ryder Hooks all year.
Interesting formation, another I-form look for East. They've liked the run so far. This is a fake run. It's going to be a screen to Jaden Shea, who's had a good couple weeks, and he cuts upfield, still going. Brought down by a gang of West Clermont tacklers, but he's inside the 10-yard line, and East has another first down. It's 1st and goal from the 5.
I mean, it was just a screen pass that Jaden Shea took, and all year, Jaden Shea has been a big play guy, doing it again there.
7 minutes left in this first quarter. East is moving the ball well on this drive. They're huddled up. They've liked the jumbo package so far. Surprisingly, we thought they'd really air it out early against the struggling West Clermont offense. This time, they are in a spread formation. No backs out there with JT Kitna. Motioning in now back into the jumbo package. Ryder Hooks joins Kitna in the backfield. Kitna takes the handoff, fakes it, throws it to P.J. McFarland, who makes the first man miss, and he runs into the end zone. Almost untouched. P.J. McFarland has become such a key for this offense, and East takes a 13-7 lead here in the first quarter.
And that sucks that you couldn't see that one. That one was pretty fun. Faked the draw to Ryder Hooks. JT Kinna started scrambling out right. You thought he might run it, but then he flips it to P.J. McFarland, and he just breaks a tackle, gets right into the end zone, and watching that play develop, you knew one guy trying to tackle P.J. McFarland is not going to happen. Just runs him over right into the end zone.
P.J. McFarland already has a number of offers from big D1, Big Ten schools, and right there he shows why. He's just a big target that's reliable. Fitzstevens lines up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it sails through. So 14-7 your score with 6:32 left in the first quarter. East has been effective on offense, and they were effective on defense until the muffed punt. They'll hope to avoid that on this drive.
Yeah, and I think they will. I mean, they stuffed the run, and if West Clermont's run gets stuffed, then it's pretty much over for them. I mean, I don't know if I can really say that, though. I mean, they had the touchdown back in the corner of the end zone on a beautiful ball, but I just don't think that pass game is good enough that if this run game gets stuffed, they can lean on it, you know?
And just how rare it is for them to pass, just want to put it into perspective. No one on the team has more than 10 receptions outside of their tight end, Landon Edwards, who has 10 right on the dot. They really do not pass the ball very often, especially to Alexander Hawk. That's his first receiving touchdown of the year and only his third catch on the season. So very rare to see West Clermont even attempt to air it out, especially early in games. It worked out for them last drive. We'll see if they try it a little bit more in this game. East might have to adjust on defense.
Yeah, if anyone knows football, you know that 22 completions on the year for your whole team is a crazy stat. I mean, JT Kidna had that in one game.
The kickoff team looks like they're ready. See if they try any trickery this time. They tried an onside kick last time. It didn't work. This a regular kick. Going to go to the back right. Alexander Hawk, who caught the touchdown, fields it at about the 7. Trying to cut up field. Gets through, but he's brought up a strong tackle there by Cohen Reap. Starts West Clermont off at the 25. Not nearly as good as field position as they had last drive, but they'll still try to get it done nonetheless.
Yeah, they're going to have to call up maybe some different run plays to try to get past this East D-line who has really stuffed them all night. I'll be interested to see how this one develops.
And it's really interesting to see this East D-line so effective early on as they have one less defender on the D-line than they usually do as they switch to that 3-3 just a couple of weeks ago. It's been working so far. A couple guys out there on defense that usually you don't see on defense. Derek Williams, Chauncey Peck. Usual offensive guys are out there. In the triple option formation, a late sub. Zion Jones-Anderson will sub out here late. Chetnia comes in. Not sure what the confusion was there. Looks like they're ready now. Jumbo formation for West Clermont once again. Rickman takes the snap with 3 running backs. Handoff there goes to Hayden Jones, and once again only averaging about a yard a carry. That time he does get 4. So 2nd and 6 coming up. They finally start ahead of the sticks.
I mean, this East defense just has so many strong tacklers. Like you see against Sycamore and Coleraine, a lot of their guys are just out there trying to arm tackle these people. But Cohen Reap, Connor Cruz, Cole Miranda, all these guys, they're just so good at stopping them right in their tracks and not let them fight for extra yards.
5:56 left in the first quarter. 2nd down and 6 for West Clermont. They've liked this formation so far. Triple option look. Bo Rickman takes the snap, hands it off to Landon Jones. This time East has his number. He is stopped in the backfield for a loss of about 2. No one was fooled on that one. It brings up 3rd and long. And now West Clermont backed up a little bit. They might have to throw once again.
We saw earlier on 3rd and 9 they did a quarterback draw, so really they could do anything here. But East has stuffed this run tonight, and that is what you want to see.
There's an injury timeout on the field. We'll let the medical staff take a look at the West Clermont offensive player. So I did just make the realization that we don't have a camera on the field, so there was really no reason for us to cut away. But nonetheless, Hayden Jones, the injured running back, was able to walk off with a little bit of assistance. He looks like he'll be okay as The training staff checked on him. West Clermont back out here. Down now a key runner. Hayden Jones, one of their 4 backs that get a good bulk of the carries, and now
something's wrong with Landon Young. He's yelling to the sideline.
Landon Young is subbing out late. And out now running is Brady Menier. Looks like he'll take over for Landon Young in the backfield. So confusion by West Clermont here before the snap on a crucial 3rd down and 6. Rickman desperately trying to explain the play there to Marie, who just subbed in. In the shotgun is Bo Rickman. Tried to get East to jump. Fires it out to the left, incomplete, trying to get it to Alexander Hawk. No flags, brings up 4th and 6. And we should see the West Clermont punt team. Yeah, there they come. They trot out, so East will hopefully field the punt cleanly this time and start with the ball.
Yeah, the throw was just behind the receiver there. And, I mean, they had the touchdown the first drive, but just could not connect there. Let's hope Carter Jones does not muff this one so our offense can get back out on the field. And I think it's worth mentioning, if Lakota East does win this game, they will, without a doubt, have to play Muller next week because Muller is playing Sycamore this week. I will move to Antarctica if Sycamore beats Muller.
The punt by Carson Schroyer is short. It's going to bounce. Still going and down finally at the 37-yard line of Lakota East. So the East offense trots back out, and I will hold you to that. If they do lose, I will make you move to Antarctica. But you know what? I really don't think that's going to happen. Sycamore really just got an unfortunate week 1 matchup in the playoffs, and with how they've played through the season, you wonder if they've even deserved to be in there at all.
And exactly, and honestly, if I'm Muller, I'm starting my 3rd stringers in that game. I mean, you can start your 3rd stringers and probably blow out Sycamore. I mean, I hate to be mean to Sycamore, but they are just not a great football team. And when you see Muller versus Sycamore week 1 of the playoffs, you can't help but let out a little bit of a laugh.
So East out here ready to start their drive on offense, looking to go up by 2 possessions. Jones in motion, gets the end around carry to the right side, cuts back inside, a good hole by Carter Jones. He's still up. He's still fighting into the secondary, and finally the West Clermont safeties are able to drag him down, but he's all the way to the 40-yard line. What a run by Carter Jones. No one could bring him down.
I apologize for not moving the football on that last West Clermont drive. I mean, they didn't go anywhere, but, I mean, what a run from Carter Jones. Just a little pitch pass to him. They've done it on that goal line. Right there, just breaks so many tackles. I was watching the West Clermont versus Winton Woods highlights, and West Clermont did a great job of shutting a very good Winton Woods team down, held them just 12 points. Lakota East has already had two more points than that, and it's just the first quarter.
This has been a very slow first quarter. 4:30 still remaining as Kidna steps back, airs one out deep to Jaden Shea, and Shea just out of his reach. He can't haul it in. Shea been such a sure catcher on those deep balls. Just couldn't bring it in. And East hurrying back to the line. Man, a missed opportunity there. That was a good throw by JT Kitna, just out of arm's reach.
I mean, he was wide open, and they'll go hurry up here, but Jaden Shea was wide open on that deep ball.
In the pistol now, East trying to hurry up. Hand off to Ryder Hooks. He's got a hole down the right side. What a stutter step by Ryder Hooks, trying to fight off the linebacker. And he gets through. A gain of 6 by Ryder Hooks. Brings up 3rd and 4. This East run game has been very effective early on. It's usually what West Clermont is good against on defense, but they've really had no answer here early.
Yeah, right. When you're going up against a running back like Ryder Hooks, you're never going to have an easy day. I mean, north-south runner, but he can go east-west, and that stiff arm is just lethal. You saw it there. Put the arm out, push the guy backwards for about an extra 4 yards, and that's what he's been doing all year.
And that was the leading tackler for West Clermont. He fought off Julian Hinkston. 3rd down is going to be another run to Ryder Hooks to the right side, and he gets through to the secondary once again. A gain of about 10 leads East into the 30-yard line of West Clermont. They continue to move the ball effectively on the ground, and they've really opened themselves up to try maybe another deep shot or some play action here.
I mean, Ryder Hooks had 199 rushing yards last week, so obviously they're going to give him a lot of touches in this one when you got a guy that's running like that. But, I mean, just if they connected on that deep ball, that would have been huge. But even without it, they're moving the ball with ease.
East in the shotgun on this 1st and 10. Ryder Hooks motion back with Kitna. Kitna fakes the handoff, steps back in the shotgun, airs it out over the middle. He's got Zion Neal, and it's barely out of his reach again. Kitna a little bit too much on that one as well. 2nd and 10 coming up as a result. He had Zion Neal on the post route, just couldn't connect.
I mean, they're attacking this West Clermont defense with the deep balls, and that's 2 now that Kitna has just barely overthrown. I think that the first one might have been Jaden Shea's fault a little bit, but that one right over the head of Zion Neal in the end zone. That's 2 now that Kitna has missed.
Highlight there, too. This West Clermont team has some good DNs. East's been giving Kitna a lot of time to pass when he does drop back. 2nd and 10. It's a handoff to Ryder Hooks directly up the middle, and he slips forward. Man, what a job. He carried about 4 West Clermont linebackers on his back, and it's 3rd and 2 after an 8-yard carry right up the gut.
That's what Ryder Hooks does. Just goes right up the middle, will never get stuffed, pushes for about, at the 20-yard line now. It's just what a great running back the Lakota East has, and he's only a junior. Expect big things next year from Ryder Hooks.
An extra tight end subbing in here on this play for East, Christopher Stowe. He lines up as a fullback. East in that I formation. It's 3rd and very short. Kitna fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, fires it to the corner of the end zone, and Derek Williams is wide open, but they're saying he was out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness. He just wide open on the edge of the end zone. That ref, I guess he saw it immediately because he immediately ran right up to him with his arms outstretched, called it an incomplete pass.
And apologies,
he was just wide open.
Apologies there. That was Jaden Shea. He was wide open in the corner of the end zone. Maybe just didn't check the feet before the throw came. He was out of bounds. The East fans here outraged. These refs have not been kind so far to this East team. Brings up 4th down and 1, and as expected, the East offense stays out there. They're in a jumbo package. Ryder Hooks in the backfield. It's a keeper right up the middle by JT Kitna, and a big push. Got about 4 on the QB sneak, and he only needed 1. So they've got 1st down and 10 at the 16-yard line, and East able to move the ball nonetheless after that incompletion.
I mean, this East O-line is just bigger than the West Clermont D-line. Pushed them back for 4 yards. Easy pickup on that 4th down. I mean, that's crucial, keeping this drive alive. You've had now 3 shots into the end zone on passing that have missed on all 3. Trying to get one into the end zone on here.
2 minutes left in this first quarter. A lot of action already. Fake end around by Zion Neal. It's a handoff to Ryder Hooks, and he gets about 6 or 7 on the run. Ryder Hooks has been averaging a lot. He's been really effective on the ground. A little bit of extracurricular activity after the play there. Going to be 2nd and 3 from about the 7-yard line.
I mean, the way they've been running the ball, they could just punch it into the end zone right now. West Clermont's not going to stop that. But I think they're just trying to get JT Kitna into a rhythm throwing the ball. I mean, as he's completed the pass to PJ McFarland, that might have counted as a run, but just have to try to get into more of a rhythm with your receivers now. But I don't know. The way Ryder Hooks is running, they could just punch it in.
Refs discussing with the West Clermont coach. They look set now. East out there in the shotgun. It's that same jumbo package we've seen. Ryder Hooks still out there at running back. He's had all the offensive snaps so far. Cakes the carry to the right side. He's got 1 man to beat. Cuts back in, and he's in the end zone. A flag comes in late.
Oh, my goodness.
Holding on the East O-line. It's going to be holding there.
No calls have gone our way in this one so far. And he ran it right into for a touchdown, but holding brings it all the way back. And that's a drive killer. That kills drives.
Yeah, East really hoping to go up by 2 touchdowns here, as West Clermont really not a team built to come back from behind. Obviously, they're a run-first team. They like to get ahead and be comfortable running the ball. That's not happening so far. This first quarter has gone by so slowly. It's already 14-7, and we still have 1:40 left in this first quarter. They're huddled up now. They're backed up to about the 16-yard line after the holding call. Kitna is by himself in the backfield for once on this one. Spread formation, airs it out, and no one on the same page there. It looked like he was trying to get it to P.J. McFarland. A little bit of miscommunication brings up 3rd down and 10.
I mean, by the time that ball got there, P.J. McFarland didn't even have his head up. Just a little bit of a miscommunication, and if West Clermont is able to hold him here, they really lucked out on this drive.
Yeah, East has had a few problems earlier in the season where penalties ruin their red zone opportunities. They're hoping to not let that happen here as it's 3rd and 10 from the 16-yard line. In the shotgun, Kitna with Ryder Hooks. Handoff to Ryder Hooks. He cuts inside, spins. He's wrapped up by a mob of West Clermont tacklers, though, and I think he's short by about 3.
I like the decision there to try and run it. I mean, passing has been off to start this one, and Ryder Hooks has really been eaten up on the ground. Pick up a good amount of yards. They will go for the field goal, though.
You wonder if they might try to draw him offside on the field goal with what they usually like to do on the extra point. Fitzstevens is perfect on the year for field goals. Sorry, he's 5 for 7 on field goals on the season. His longest is from 27. This one from about 18. The kick is up, and it sails wide right. So a little bit of a shank by A.J. Fitzstevens. And out will march the West Clermont offense at their own 16-yard line. They look to answer back and tie it back up.
And that's a kick that would make it a 2-score game. Now your defense has to go out there and stop them. And they've been doing it all night. This defense maybe had a little bit momentum taken out of them. It's been a while since they've seen the field. I mean, that's just a huge missed kick, though. That'll make him 5 for the 8 on the year. He's only a freshman. He's only going to get better from here, but that's a crucial mistake in a must-win playoff game.
Yeah, really, like you said, that penalty was a drive killer. After they were marching so effectively, they were stopped, and now West Clermont has a chance to tie it back up. East defense was solid on that last drive, shutting down West Clermont's offense. Landon Young is back in there after going out last drive. Bo Rickman in the pistol with Landon Young behind him. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Young, and Young's got a hole for the first time tonight. Breaks through. The chain wasn't set yet, so I don't know if he got there or not. I think he's short by about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 2.
Made a solid run, the first solid run of the night for West Clermont and Landon Young. And Landon Young has had a heck of a season. 1,344 yards on the ground to go with 9 touchdowns. 10 total touchdowns if you count his receiving one. So he's had a heck of a year. But in this one, Lakota East has done a really great job stopping him.
West Clermont in the read option formation again. They've only got about a yard to go here. Rickman takes the snap, keeps it himself to the left side. He gets through the first line of tacklers, and he's got open room. It's a foot race. Cole Miranda's trying to chase him down, but it doesn't look like he'll get there. He's at the 10, and he's all the way in the end zone. A 60-yard rushing touchdown for West Clermont. And Bo Rickman just exploded through the secondary and took off.
I mean, no one even touched him. Right through the D-line, who's been amazing all night and just gone. Cole Miranda couldn't catch up to him. And now you go from, it would have been 17-13 now, but now it could be tied. I mean, the crucial mistakes on special teams. And now momentum is all on West Clermont's side. Just got to get hemmed in, play football.
We see that dangerous running attack by West Clermont. The extra point is up, and it's good. 14-14 your score. 3 seconds left in the first quarter. And, Beck, I don't know about you, but this has been some exciting football here in this first quarter.
Well, as a color guy, I am very much more biased towards Lakota East. So this has not been fun for me, but for the viewer, it has been. I mean, the way this game started, you might think this one could get out of hands quickly, but that is not the case. I mean, West Clermont, they're 7-3 for a reason. They're the 9 seed for a reason. So obviously, they're going to have some fight in this one. Lakota East just got to try to do something to get this momentum back.
I want to remind you one more time, this video of this game will be uploaded afterward with our commentary on top. So if you do want to see what's going on the field, you could wait till after and tune in with us at about 10 o'clock Eastern when the video uploads. Due to OHSAA's restrictions on streaming, our student broadcast was not allowed to stream video as they value the money they get from Spectrum over student opportunity. A little bit disappointing from us, and don't want to put it on those guys at Spectrum. Obviously not their fault, but it is disappointing to see a student organization like OHSAA block us from streaming our own team's football game. But nonetheless, like I said, you can catch it afterward at about 10 Eastern when the game's over. We will upload it live to YouTube with our commentary on top. So we do not blame you if you go away and come back for that. Kickoff here with 3 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a tie game. It's been close so far. This a very short high kick fielded by P.J. McFarland over the middle. And he's down at the 45-yard line. That's where the East offense will come out.
Not quite sure if they were trying to do an onside kick or not, but that ball was just floated, and they're going to end up right at midfield, maybe at the 45. So Lakota East got to keep moving this ball. They've been doing well running the ball. Just got to get that passing, just get it on point. I mean, Kidna has missed on a lot of his throws.
And with that, that will do it for the first quarter. It's been an exciting one, but we will step away for just a moment while the teams switch sides. Welcome back to the radio stream of this playoff game. Still a TV timeout, thanks to Spectrum News. We are here. It's strange to see ourselves in the booth. We usually don't get to talk to you face-to-face. Guess that's one upside of doing a radio stream. This has been an exciting game so far. Very close on both sides. Penalties and just miscues by East have really just cost them what could be a 3-possession lead.
Yeah, the refs are kind of cooking us right now. I mean, on the punt, called for the fair catch. I saw him get chipped. No flag. Dropped the fair catch. West Clermont gets the ball in the red zone. Punch it into the end zone on a throw. And then we got all the way down to the red zone in the very next drive. Touchdown. Holding call. Brought us all the way back. Missed field goal because we were too far out of range. I mean, it wasn't out of range, just missed to the right, but it made it harder on the kicker. And then, unfortunately, Bo Rickman just found a hole and ran right through it. So now this game's tied. So in a game that feels like Lakota East should be up big right now, it is 14-14.
Yeah, very close game so far. Wish you could see what was going on out there. Once again, one last reminder, you can see the video of the game after it's over. We are uploading it with our commentary on top. So if you do want to see gameplay, just tune in for that later on. But we will bring you the radio live. Nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 from midfield for Lakota East's offense. They've been effective. Penalties have killed them early on. Zion Neal goes in motion. Kitna steps back, fakes the screen pass, still looking. Fires it to P.J. McFarland, who was found in flat deep. The ball came out at the end of that play, and he is, after it was recovered, Zion Neal absolutely laid out the linebacker. They are going to give it to West Clermont, but nonetheless, the linebacker got clocked by Zion Neal.
I mean, that was a huge catch from P.J. McFarland, and he just, 3 guys on him. I think one of them punched it out. I wish you could have seen that hit, though. I mean, linebacker picked it up, looked like he was about to return. Zion Neal ran up and rocked him. I'm surprised he got up so quickly after that.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's just such an unfortunate fumble to from P.J. McFarland, who's had an amazing year.
Yeah, and unfortunate there for Hayden Jones, the guy who recovered the fumble. He just went out earlier in the first quarter with an injury, comes back in and gets absolutely clocked by East receiver. But now West Clermont comes out on offense. They have the first time tonight a chance to take the lead. It's tied up. They've had great success running the ball. At the end of that first quarter, they started off slow, but they found some holes, and eventually Bo Rickman on that last drive was able to explode for a 60-yard touchdown run.
They got to try to avoid that here. Cannot let them find a hole and go because you saw the breakaway speed from Bo Rickman. He can fly down the field. Got to stop him in his tracks.
Bo Rickman lines up with Jones in the backfield. It's a handoff to Landon Jones and DJ Stanley, Cohen Reap, and Parker Elam have his number. He stopped for a loss of about 3. Nowhere for Landon Jones to go, and the East defense is still as fired up as ever.
And they were ready for that one. I mean, on him in half a second. Didn't even get a chance to take a step. And this East defense is playing great in this one. Other than that fluke 80-yard run, they've stopped this run.
So West Clermont is backed up on a 2nd down and 13 after an impressive stop by the East D line. Rickman in the shotgun with Jones next to him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out right, looking to pass. Pressure coming from Dawson Reap. It's a wobbly throw that's just going to go out of bounds, and it brings up a 3rd and very long for West Clermont. They are backed up here. They were gifted a free drive, and it looks like they're going to waste it here.
Yeah, and now it's 3rd down and 12, and you got to go to your quarterback to say, hey, give me a solid pass here, and that has not worked for them all year. So I wouldn't be shocked if they try and even run it in this situation. I mean, passing the ball, other than the 1 touchdown, they have not been able to do anything, and it's been like that all year.
Yeah, and outside of that rare 60-yard touchdown run we saw in the last quarter, Bo Rickman been pretty much shut down, as well as the rest of the West Clermont backfield. So East really just trying to hone in on that. 3rd down and very long. It's the same formation. Rickman going to roll out to his right, looking to pass, trying to find something. Airs it out. It's tipped up, and it falls to the ground. 4th down and 13 coming up as a result. Rickman tried to find his receiver on the right side, but couldn't do it. And Rickman kind of just looks uncomfortable passing the ball back there.
Yeah, and that ball was almost intercepted. That would have been huge. Luckily for West Clermont, it was not. But yeah, just not comfortable throwing the ball. Watching his highlights against Winton Woods, it seemed like every time he dropped back, he was just pressured immediately. So that one, he tries to roll right immediately, and just no one can get open. This West Clermont team heavily relies on the run, and if they cannot run the ball good all night, it's going to be a long one.
Alexander Hawk got the punt away. It was almost blocked by Jones Anderson. This time the punt is muffed again. Carter Jones looking up in the lights. That time he didn't call a fair catch. Goes through his legs, and West Clermont able to recover. A duo of mistakes by the East special teams. They had West Clermont backed up. They looked like they were going to get the ball back, but no, the East defense is forced to stay out there, and now West Clermont has great starting field position. What is going on with this East special?
I just can't believe it. That's 2 muffed punts. He didn't even call for a fair catch. Or maybe he did, we just didn't see it. That's twice now from Carter Jones, and they're going to be set up with good field position. They could possibly take the lead on this drive, and that is awful.
In playoff football, where you can't afford to make any silly mistakes, East has made about 4 silly mistakes already. This is not the form you want to have if you're going to play a team like Moeller. If you do win this game, you got to take care of business here first. Jumbo package. It's a toss out to Landon Jones, who fires it. That one is going to be incomplete.
Oh,
he almost had the receiver on the double pass. Alexander Hawk wasn't able to bring it in. East avoids the bullet on that one.
I had to hold my breath on that one. I mean, it was a solid throw, and the receiver was able to break away from the DB on that trick play. It was open in the end zone, just could not reel it in. And if West Clermont's able to throw in trick plays like that, East is going to have to stay on their toes. Instead of loading the box and focusing solely on the run, they're going to have to maybe get back in coverage some, and that could hinder their defensive abilities.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun formation, Rickman and Jones back there per usual. Handoff to Jones up the middle, and DJ Stanley had his number. He gets nowhere. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. East has another chance to force a 4th down, but West Clermont is now well into field goal range.
And this offense and special teams cannot keep putting this defense in these situations where they have to go out there and get a stop in short field position. It's not sustainable, so you got to clean up on those coming out of the half.
Isaac Cooper, their kicker, is 7 for 9, his longest coming from 34, so he does have a leg. Would be able to make it from here, but obviously West Clermont wants to get a little bit closer or even get the 1st down here on 3rd and 9. East trying to make a stop. It's a shotgun formation for West Clermont. Rickman takes the snap. It's a low one. He rolls out to the right. Pressure coming. The ball came out. I think Dawson Reap jumped on it. A mistake by Bo Rickman there. He was trying to cut back to the middle, and it bobbled out. See what the refs signal.
I think I'll say he's down.
I don't think he was down. And it's going to be East ball. The refs discuss, and they will finally force a turnover after a couple throws that were wobbly that looked like they might be an interception. The first turnover comes on a fumble from Bo Rickman. East gets a break there after the muff punt, and the East offense will get a chance to take the lead once again.
That is perfect from this defense. The muffed punt puts West Clermont in good field position, and they go out there and force a fumble on third down. That is great defense.
And it's great to see, too, Bo Rickman not a comfortable passer. If you can get him uncomfortable in the pocket, it's going to be even harder for him to do anything on long down situations. East offense out there in the pistol formation. Tried to get Clermont to jump, couldn't get it. Readjusting now, still in the pistol formation. Neal backs up off the line. Kitna hands it off to Ryder Hooks up the middle. He cuts out to the left side, and he's got a big hole. He's through to the secondary, and it looks like he has enough for an East first down. There's a flag down, though, after the play. Some extra contact on the sideline.
Well, I hope it's extra contact and not holding. Whatever happens on this, it was another strong run from Ryder Hooks that would pick up the first down depending on what this flag is. I believe it will be on West Clermont.
Yeah, chain gang moving. Looks like an extra 15 on the end of that play. Dumb mistake by West Clermont. Going to give East even better field position as they are past midfield all the way to the West Clermont 45 after that run and the penalty. So that play combines for about 25 yards, and now East is comfortably marching down the field.
Have a lot of players on the field right now.
Yeah, I got to make sure you don't have 12 out there. There's a lot of subs coming in and out. Jaden Shea, Chris Boyer subbing out. Ryder Hooks went out earlier. First play really tonight we've seen without Ryder Hooks. Play clock below 5. Under center is Kitna. Fakes the handoff to Carter Jones. Steps back. He's going to air it out to Carter Jones, and he's got it. A strong catch by Carter Jones. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Finally, the East passing game able to click. And Carter Jones, after the two muffs, still able to to execute on offense.
A perfect throw from JT Kitna right up the sidelines. Great job from Carter Jones reeling that one in. That is a huge play, and now they're set up right at the 20.
East in the red zone now. Last time they were here, they had a holding call that pushed them back and killed their drive. Pistol formation, Ryder Hooks is back out there. Kitna tried to get him to jump. It didn't work. He'll audible here. Motions Ryder Hooks next to him. He'll hand it off to Ryder Hooks, who got a break on that last play, and he's got room down the left side. There's a flag in the backfield. It's probably going to be holding on that East O-line. Ryder Hooks would have had enough for the first down. We'll wait for the call from the refs.
Most likely going to be holding. I think it'll be on Tyler Meadows, the Kent State commit. Big left tackle.
Yeah, and East already backing up. They look like they know what's coming here. It is going to be holding on that East O-line. It's going to be on Caleb Maurer, the center. So now East is dealing with a 1st and 20 after what would have been a 1st and goal.
And this is what killed him on the last drive, the holding call in the red zone.
1st and 20. It's an end around to Zion Neal to the right side. He's trying to get the corner, and he does. Gets all the yards back. They just lost on that penalty. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9. What a run by Zion Neal to get those yards back.
Thought he might get pushed out for a little gain on that one, but able to pick up some of those yards. It'll bring him about a 2nd and 11.
And I think a big thing about this East offense compared to this West Clermont defense is the speed. Zion Neal, the fastest guy in terms of 40 times on that East offense, and he shows it right there. He got the corner, got past the D end of West Clermont, and found some open space to pick up those yards they lost. 2nd and 10, back now at the 20-yard line on the right hash. Kitna in the shotgun with Ryder Hooks next to him. Rolls out to his left, looking to pass. Pressure coming. What a juke move by JT Kitna in the backfield, and he's got some room to run. He'll take it himself. reaches out, gets the first down. What a run by JT Kitna. And, man, he juked the ankles out of that D lineman in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't know if he juked him or the guy just fell, but he could not keep up with JT Kitna. Rushing, going to still bring up third down, actually. He did not get the first.
They're going to say he was pushed out about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Nonetheless, JT Kitna made a lot out of a play that looked like it might end in a sack. It's 3rd and 2. East really wanting to convert here. Carter Jones motioned in the backfield with JT Kitna, who's in the shotgun. And I believe a timeout called before that play by the West Clermont defense.
Or not. I'm not quite sure. As a sub.
It might be another sideline interference.
I think it just called in for a sub. I'm not quite sure, but
the ref motioning the lights to be turned up. Getting dark out here in the Hawks Nest. Want to be able to see a little more clearly as finally we'll get to see this 3rd and 2. Still in the shotgun, Ryder Hooks in now. Handoff goes to Ryder Hooks, who finds a big hole up the middle, and he's to the 5-yard line. He blasted through there and gives East a 1st and goal.
Big first down run on about 3rd and 3. Just put it in the hands of Ryder Hooks. He'll get you the first down.
1st and goal. East still in that shotgun formation. Chris Boyer by himself to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a handoff to Ryder Hooks, though, who's powering forward. A mob of East linemen push him forward. Waiting for the call from the refs.
I think they're going to mark him short.
Strong run there by the East offense. Yeah, they are going to mark him short at about the half-yard line. 2nd down and goal with 1 to go.
From the looks of it, he was in the end zone, and West Clermont started pushing him back when he was in there, but they're going to say he was down at the 1-yard line. You saw the QB sneak earlier. They might try that here, especially with Zion Neal out.
Yeah, a lot of big guys out there on the East offense, as well as Chris Boyer and Jaden Shea, the receivers. They're in that I formation with the fullback. McFarland motioned over. It'll be a handoff to Ryder Hooks, who's got a clear lane to the left side. Didn't even have to sprint there as he gets in the end zone, and East takes a 20-14 lead with 7:08 left in the 2nd quarter.
I mean, he just walked right into the end zone. That is big for Lakota East. The game was looking a little bleak for a second, 14-14. And West Clermont had the ball, but got the fumble, go right down the field, run it in with Ryder Hooks. And now you're going to be up 7, and the way this defense is playing, just hope they go out there and get another stop.
Fitzstevens lines up for the extra point. Hold is good, kick is up, and the extra point from Fitzstevens is good. He continues to be perfect on extra points on the year. And 21-14 your score with 7:08 left in the first half. We've had some interesting football so far. West Clermont been giving a lot of opportunities to maybe take a lead, but they just haven't executed. And East has had a few big mistakes, but ultimately they're able to overcome them to take a lead here in the first half.
I mean, how fun is playoff football? I mean, Lakota East, the last time they were in the playoffs was 2021. The last time they won a playoff game was 2018. So if they were able to do that here, they can change that. But if they win, they most likely will have to play Moeller. We'll check the score at halftime, but that one, you're just going to have to call all the trick plays. Just try everything to give yourself a chance. Moeller, one of those teams that could easily win state this year.
Yeah, headlined by that quarterback, Luka Ponatowski. Man, he is a threat for that Moeller offense, and those Moeller tight ends are dangerous. So East, if they can't get the win here, will have a tall task ahead of them next week. Should be an interesting one, though, nonetheless. Always fun to see high school playoff football. Anything can happen. This one been very close so far. Maybe not as close as it should be, though, as East has had a lot of opportunities to really take multiple score leads, and they just haven't executed.
Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot twice on the muffed punts. P.J. McFarland had the fumble, and he had the missed field goal. This game could be 24-14, and if you don't muff those punts, this game could easily be around 31-0. I mean, but that's just how football goes. You got to put those mistakes behind you. Keep playing. You have the lead right now. Defense just got to go out there, hold the lead, put the offense back out onto the field.
We apologize for the extra wait. Another TV timeout called here by Spectrum News. the exclusive live streaming platform for the OHSAA playoffs per their own regulations, blocking off student broadcast booths from being able to stream their own games in their own stadiums. Disappointing to see from a student-led organization. Will be interesting to see what East does here on the kickoff. They tried an onside kick earlier. It didn't work. But with 7:08 left in this first half, they might want to go up by 2 scores. This would maybe be the time to try it.
I don't know. Defense has done an amazing job stopping West Clermont, so maybe the thought is you just boot it, try to get it out of the back of the end zone, and you get a quick stop, and the punt gives you at least the ball at the 50. I mean, this West Clermont punter is not spectacular, averages about 30 yards a punt. So you try to get the ball at the 50, your offense can score very quickly. They've been doing it all year. So if I'm John Kitten, I am not calling an onside kick here. Maybe coming out of the locker room, but not right here.
So the East kickoff team out there and ready to boot it away. Fitzstevens signals, and the onside kick does come, but it bounces through. West Clermont able to get it after it bounced past the first line of Hans' team, but West Clermont will start at the 40-yard line. This East defense been effective, like you said, so maybe East trusting them to get the job done even if West Clermont starts at about midfield.
I don't know. I just think the way your defense is playing, you can stop them very quickly, force a 3-and-out, get the punt, get the ball at the 50. You risk that. Now you're saying, oh, well, defense will just go get a stop. But now you get the ball at around the 30-yard line.
Got to be careful, though. This punt team, already 2 muffs. Been a big storyline in this game. A big reason why East isn't up here by multiple scores. Carter Jones has muffed 2 punts. First one a little bit questionable. Maybe he called for a fair catch, but that last one was pretty clear. They just got to execute better on special teams as West Clermont out here to start their offensive drive. Rickman and Jones back there. It's a read option. It's going to be a handoff to Jones, who can't find any room. He is swallowed up right at the line. It seems like we've seen a carbon copy of this play about 7 times already tonight, where they try to give it to Landon Jones, and that East defense just swarms to him in the middle.
This is Landon Young, and, I mean, this defense has been ready for him. Nowhere to run. His best run was only about 9 yards. I mean, Bo Rickman had the 70-yard rushing touchdown. I don't know the exact yards on it, but that's really the only offense that West Clermont has had in this one.
Yeah, Landon Young been pretty effective through the season, at least in ECC play, but against this East defense, not been effective yet. Bo Rickman, the only one that's been able to break off a big run. 2nd and 10. Rickman with Young in the backfield. Rickman steps back to pass. He's going to fire one deep, and Chauncey Peck misses the swat. Hawkey is wide open, and he walks in untouched to the end zone. Crucial error there by Chauncey Peck on the coverage. And, man, 2 passing touchdowns, something unheard of from this West Clermont offense.
This East passing defense has been so good all year. Put Chauncey Peck out at corner, and he played it very well. I mean, obviously not at the end, but.
And there is no flag down, despite what our stream says. That was a clean play.
Just tried to go up for the swat and completely missed it.
Extra point is up and good from West Clermont. What a throw there by Bo Rickman. Not known for being the passing quarterback type, but, man, he stepped back and delivered on that throw. And Chauncey Peck, not used to playing corner, was caught backpedaling and couldn't get his hand in the way of that pass.
I mean, that is just a play that could have easily been picked off. Underthrown ball. Coach John Kidna talking to him, getting his spirits up. I mean, just he went for glory and it just missed it. And, I mean, what a catch from the receiver, Alexander Hawk, who doesn't have the most receiving yards. I mean, I think those are just his two first catches
coming into this game, but he did not have a a receiving touchdown, and now he's got 2 in this game. West Clermont really not been too scared to air it out here.
And this is the exact opposite of what we expected to see. We expected West Clermont to have sustained runs, and they haven't. And we expected them to not be able to throw the ball for anything, and they have.
Yeah, and I think what East is sacrificing here in this 3-3 defense, they want extra guys like Chauncey Peck, who are a little bit more like a linebacker than a corner, to be out there. But with that, you're sacrificing some speed in the secondary, and we saw it come back to bite them twice already in this one, as when they do air it out, Alexander Hawk has been able to break away and get some open space. West Clermont looks ready to kick it away. East now forced to answer back. It's a tie game once again. This one been really close so far. The kick from Cooper down the middle, gonna bounce into the hands of Braxton Thurman, who muffs it. Still not able to field it. Now he does. Up the middle, makes the first wave of tacklers miss. Man, Braxton Thurman, such a dangerous returner after bobbling the recovery there, able to get it all the way to the 35-yard line. And extra contact at the end of that play. I think this one's going to be on East.
I mean, that was a solid return. I mean, it gets you up to the 30, so backing it up would be not good. I mean, and West Clermont has all the momentum right now. Got to try and take it back. This offense was working last drive. His defense has put them in a position where they have to go out and do it again.
And it seemed like there was extra contact from both sides on that play, so it'll be interesting to see what the refs call here. I think the ball might have popped out at the end of that play after Braxton Thurman was down, and that's what led to the extra contact. The refs going to call it on East and West Clermont, so the penalties will offset. So a lucky break for the East offense sets them up still at the 30-yard line. Boos coming from the West Clermont stands, cheers from the East stands, and I think that's the right call on that one. Contact definitely coming from both sides.
Yeah, but more importantly, it does not back East up 15 yards.
So East will start this drive from the 33. Kitten is in the shotgun with Ryder Hooks next to him. Fakes the handoff to Hooks. It's a screen pass to Zion Neal that went over his head. Dangerous incompletion there. Luckily, it falls innocently to the ground for JT Kitna. 2nd and 10 coming up as a result.
He had a weird grip on the ball when he threw that. Almost didn't have it in his hand correctly. Sailed over the head of Zion Neal on that screen pass. And I don't know what went wrong with that one. I mean, even if he caught it, didn't really look like he had any room to run.
So East breaks the huddle here. 6:02 left in this first half. Mentioned it already, but man, this first half has gone by very slowly. We've seen a lot of action from both sides. 21-21 the score as Kitten is by himself. Motions Ryder Hooks with him in the backfield. On 2nd and 10, it's going to be a handoff to Ryder Hooks up the middle, and he's got some blocks. He's able to get to the left side, and he's to the secondary. He's close to the first down marker. I think they'll give it to him. The sticks are moving, and East has a first down at about the 45-yard line.
Ryder Hooks has been eaten tonight. It feels like almost every time he touches the ball, it runs for about 10 yards and a first down. I think it's interesting. His longest rush of the year is only 36 yards. He is such a dominant runner, and when he gets into open space, he can go. But, I mean, just his longest rush only being 36 yards did not sound right to me. But looking back at highlights, I mean, he has had a couple where he has really broken it for a big run. And
1st and 10 here. Pistol run to the left side to Ryder Hooks, who hurdles over a man. He's all the way into the secondary. Cutting back to the inside. He's still up. Gets out of the safety's grasp. It's a foot race, and Ryder Hooks took it all himself. 40 yards, a touchdown, and East takes a lead with 5:25 left in this first half. Man, I wish you could have seen that one because it was incredible running by Ryder Hooks.
Just as I was saying, his longest rush, only about 36 yards, takes that one 50 yards to the crib, broke about 8 tackles, and that's what Ryder Hooks does. He has had an amazing night so far.
Man, I thought he might get stopped after a 5-yard gain. I thought he might get stopped after a 30-yard gain. He didn't. He took it all the way. Some bad arm tackles by the West Clermont defense. Gives Ryder Hook his 2nd rushing touchdown on the night. Extra point attempt is going to be good. So 28-21 your score. No shortage of offensive action in this one. And West Clermont gonna have to answer back. Man, this has been a fun football game so far.
It has been fun. I mean, blow for blow. You've seen a couple of huge plays. Some explosion from the offense for West Clermont, which I did not expect to see. Huge passing plays. I mean, what a run from Ryder Hooks. I mean, he has really put the team on his back in this one. How many first half touchdowns does he have?
He's got 2 now.
I mean, that is just unbelievable. He is going off tonight. This defense just got to try and make a play.
Yeah, very strong first half by Ryder Hooks. And really, we have seen some unexpected things from both offenses now as West Clermont's been airing the ball out a lot more than we expected them to, but this East offense has really stuck to the run game against a West Clermont team that's been pretty solid against good running backs this year, but Ryder Hook's just been unstoppable in this first half.
Yeah, and while it may not count to his regular season numbers, he is well over 1,000 yards rushing for the whole year, and it has been a fun season of Ryder Hooks. Excited to watch him play next year.
Only a junior, still got one more year in him, and he seems to just improve every single game, and he also seems to get better as the game goes on. One of those running backs that somehow has the energy to do that for 4 whole quarters. The kick going to be a high one. Fair. Caught. It's muffed. West Clermont muffed it at about the 34-yard line. Both teams jumped on it very quickly, but West Clermont was able to recover it. West Clermont dodges a bullet there.
That would have been big. That would have been big. I mean, offense would have gotten the ball back in West Clermont territory. I don't know. The refs seemed to call that before he even saw who had it. I don't know about that one, but West Clermont avoids the bullet.
So 1st and 10 for West Clermont after the muff kick is recovered. They'll start at the 33-yard line. This West Clermont run game been pretty ineffective outside of the one long rushing touchdown by Bo Rickman. It's really been the unexpected pass play that has caught the East defense off guard and gotten them 2 of their 3 touchdowns. West Clermont lines up in the shotgun. It's Young and Rickman in the backfield per usual. Handoff not going to be taken by Young. Rickman going to cut up field, and he gets about 6 on the run. He held that ball for as long as he possibly could before faking the handoff.
Yeah, it's how West beat East in the East versus West game. I mean, just all night, the delayed handoff, Sam Wiles would take it, run it for big yards. We apologize. The score is
28-21.
28-21. But nonetheless, I mean, those delayed handoffs is what killed East against West. So if West Clermont's able to get that going, they can find some success maybe.
Clermont in the pistol formation this time. Handoff to Young. He finally is able to find a little bit of a hole. Landon Young been pretty much shut down in this first half. He's going to be very close to the first down marker. It's 3rd and inches for West Clermont at their own 43-yard line.
And what seems like a very easy play to pick up the first down on 3rd down and 1, this East defense has gotten into the backfield a couple times and stuffed that runner. So interested to see what will happen here.
West Clermont breaks the huddle on a crucial 3rd and inches. This is go for it territory. He's going to probably have to make 2 stops here. Rickman in the pistol with Landon Young behind him. It's a handoff to Young. He's able to break the first line of tacklers, and he is swarmed after a gain of about 5. It moves the sticks, and West Clermont is about a yard shy of midfield.
And I think what's important is sometimes on those 3rd and shorts where East expects the run, a hole can open up, and that running back can just find it and go. So while he does pick up the first down, it's good to see that he doesn't get more than about 5.
West Clermont's offense clicking now. Back in the shotgun. We saw them pass out of this formation a couple times earlier. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Bo Rickman does hand it off to Landon Young, and he's hit, but he does fall forward for a gain of about 6. West Clermont finding some success in the run game after not being able to really get any in the first part of this first half.
It was a great tackle from Xylon Jones-Anderson. Just putting his head down, getting the tackle. But like you said, I don't think it's a gain about 6. It's only a gain about 3. So, but nonetheless, I mean, they're moving the ball better than they did in that first quarter.
Yeah, and been interesting to see where they spot the ball on some of these runs.
Yeah.
Thought he fell forward for more than that, but it is 2nd and 7, like you mentioned. In the pistol formation, Rickman and Young per usual. Handoff to Young right up the middle, and that time Dawson Reap and Cohen Reap, the brothers, get it done in the middle, stuffing the run before it can get anywhere, and 3rd down and 6 coming up for West Clermont.
And that is what East needs. They need somebody to step up in place of Carson Schroyer. And right now it is Dawson Reap making the plays. Him and his brother stuffing that running back for just a gain of about 1. Big plays here from this East defense.
This East defense been good at stopping the run. Outside of a couple of chunk plays, it's 3rd down and 6. Rickman rolls out to the right looking to pass. He'll keep it. He falls forward, and he has, I believe, enough for the first down.
Might mark him short.
Fourth down.
Fourth down.
It's going to be 4th and inches. Surprised the refs didn't give it to him there. Well, not surprised to see West Clermont's offense stay out there for this one.
Yeah, 4th and short yardage. East got to try and stuff whatever run play they call, but cannot avoid the big run. You see on these 4th down and 1s, these 3rd down and 1s, a hole opens up and the running back can go, so East got to avoid that here.
1:45 left in the first half. This is a crucial 4th down because if East can make this stop, they still have all 3 timeouts and they have a chance to score if they can get that ball back. West Clermont is taking their sweet time here, figuring out what they want to do, and they call a timeout right as the play clock hits 0. So they'll discuss what to do on this 4th and short. We'll step away for just a second. We welcome you back to the Hawks Nest. 1:30 remaining. It is not 5th and 12. It is 4th and 1, despite what our display says. Apologize for those technical difficulties. This is a crucial 4th down and 1. If East can make a stop, they have all 3 timeouts and the chance to score one more time this half. Rickman and Young in the backfield. It's going to be a keeper to Rickman. He's met at the line, but I think he pushed forward for enough. See what the refs mark.
I think he definitely will have the first.
We'll see. I think they're going to bring out the chains. And, yeah, an official timeout. They will measure so we can get the official call here.
Nonetheless, a heck of an effort from Bo Rickman. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, but to me it looked like he lunged forward to definitely get that first down. Just wherever this ball is placed is what
and, you know, as
really
an East
matters.
fan, gotta say you're happy to see the chain gang come out there. That East-West game a couple of weeks ago, they did not bring out the chains at all, and there were a few very close calls on 3rd and 4th down. So it's good to see this official team taking the time, making the right call, even if it is not what East wanted. It's going to be a West Clermont first down. Good on the refs for making sure. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 44 for West Clermont, who have a chance to score now with 1:25 left in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, what an effort from Bo Rickman. I mean, lunging for that first down. And with that lunge, he gets it. So always like to see that out of your quarterback. But got to try and stay safe. Avoid that injury. With these running quarterbacks, that can happen. But what an effort. Pick up this West Clermont first down.
It's 1st and 10 for West Clermont. Same formation we've seen a lot this drive. Rickman and Young in the shotgun. Rickman going to step back, looking to throw. That one was dangerous. Ooh. Dawson Reap had it in his hands. He is mad at himself. He wanted that interception. That one was not a good throw at all, right to the linebacker there.
I don't know if it's the colder night than usual, maybe making the players' hands a little bit cold, not really ready to catch the football, hard to close in on the ball, but there's been a lot of muffed punts, some dropped passes. Fumbles. You see there the dropped interception, but still a good defensive play, swatting that ball away.
2nd and 10 as a result. West Clermont got about a minute left to try and score here. Same formation. Rickman hands it off to Young. Young cuts inside. He's brought down from behind after a gain of about 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And now West Clermont once again faces, actually they're going to call it about a 3rd and 5.
And in this situation, I mean, do you run? I mean, that's what you've been doing all year. Or do you pass? That's been working.
West Clermont goes hurry up here in the shotgun. Rickman calls for it, hands it off to Young to the right side. Young cuts back inside. And he is met by 3 East DNs. It's 4th down and short, and he's brought down inbounds as the clock ticks to 20 seconds. Still ticking. Wonder if West Clermont will call a timeout with about no time left and then just take a shot at the end zone.
I think they most definitely will try.
And there's the timeout. So West Clermont either going to try a long field goal or a Hail Mary try. 3 seconds left until halftime. And Beck, this has been a very interesting first half for both sides of the ball. I mean, West Clermont been way more effective through the pass than they thought they would be. And East has had a few key mistakes that have stopped them from going up by more than one possession.
Yeah, that's what's kept West Clermont in this. The 2 muffed punts, the fumble, and they've been getting the ball in good field position where they've been able to punch it in. And they've had a couple, I mean, that long pass play that scored them a touchdown, it was just a missed defensive play from Chauncey Peck, who is not really used to playing corner. It's twice now that the touchdown that's been scored through the air has been on him. But I don't know. Lakota East, it feels like they should be much more ahead in this one than they are. But, I mean, you're going to go into halftime, hopefully, unless West Clermont scores a touchdown here, you're hopefully going to go into halftime with a touchdown lead. Your defense has been playing great. Your offense has been very solid apart from the fumble. Just got to keep doing what you're doing. Think you got to keep putting the ball in the hands of Rider Hooks.
Yeah, and got to remember, West Clermont won the toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred, so they will come out of halftime with the ball. Probably a big reason why they chose just to take a shot here coming into halftime. East has a pretty interesting defensive formation. They've got 4 of their best receivers back there in the end zone. And this looks like it's going to be an all-out pass from Winton Woods. Hail Mary formation on the left side. Let's see what trickery they draw up here on 4th down and 4 with only a few seconds left in the first half. Rickman rolls out to his left. A flag flies. He airs it up. And it's caught by Hawk. He's short of the end zone. He's dragged down by P.J. McFarland. We'll see what the call is. Flag came from the sideline, and I think it was a motion of a false start by West Clermont.
Yeah, well, I think they'll just take this one into halftime. Throw did not get there, caught it short, and they will take it to the locker rooms. That'll be the end of the first half.
So with that, that'll do it for our first half. It's 28-21. Stick around with us. Want to give you one more reminder. Video of this game will be up right afterwards. So if you do want to see what's going on the field, you could wait about an hour till the game's over and watch it in full with video. Our commentary will be on top of that. If you want to stick with us live, we'll be back in about 25 minutes after halftime. We thank you so much for sticking around, and we hope to see you for the second half of what's been a very close Week 1 of playoff football. Okay, we
Well-
should be sorry about that. We were muted there.
That's embarrassing.
30 seconds left until the second half. We're actually going to talk about scores around the GMC, kind of giving you an update on the bracket. East will play the winner of the Moeller and Sycamore game, and the score of that one, 42-0 for Moeller. So as expected, if East can pull off a win here with a 28-21 lead right now, looks like they will, and we will travel to Moeller to take on Moeller High School. In terms of other teams around the GMC, Oak Hills is currently down 28-0 to Hamilton at halftime. Sycamore obviously down 42-0 against Moeller. Walnut Hills down 49-0 against Lakota West. Fairfield and Princeton. Princeton currently up 34-7. And in the Mason Elder game, Elder currently has a 28-3 lead. So pretty much what we expected so far from the tournament. This really the only close game at the moment, and man, it has been back and forth. East has been riddled with special teams mistakes and a few penalties that have cost them big, and West Clermont has had a few chunk plays that have kept them in this one. They will start with the ball in the second half.
Yeah, it was just some rare big passing plays from West Clermont. I mean, the quarterback's only 3 for 8, but 2 of those completions have been for touchdowns. He has 95 yards, and he had the big 71-yard rush to score. And it's just this defense is loading the box. They're putting guys in there that really can stop the run because West Clermont going into this was a very one-dimensional team. They did not throw the ball much. So West Clermont has been able to exploit some of those corners, Chauncey Peck being one of them that's gotten beat on a couple of these plays that have gone for big touchdowns. But Ryder Hooks has been carrying this East offense, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns as the kick is away.
The kick is up and fielded by Hawk at about the 10-yard line. He's trying to break through, but he's brought down at the 30. Alexander Hawk been the key player for Winton Woods' offense in this first half. He's got 2 receiving touchdowns, which is pretty much unheard of from anyone on West Clermont's team. They do not pass the ball very often. They are a heavily run-first team. Only 12% of their plays are passes, and so far 2 of their 3 touchdowns have come through the air.
Yeah, when it comes playoff time, you need guys to step up, and Alexander Hawk has stepped up. Only had 2 catches on the entire year coming into this one. He has all of their completions have gone to him. He has 95 yards and 2 touchdowns with a long of 60. He has been the guy that stepped up for them, especially since this running game has just done nothing other than the 71-yard touchdown. They've been stuffed.
West Clermont starts here with the ball at the 30-yard line. Seen a lot of read option from them early in this game, and they look like they're going to continue it here as they are in the pistol. Rickman takes the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff to Landon Young. Rickman keeps it up the middle. He finds a hole. He's finally brought down after a gain of 15. A big run by Rickman, who's shaken up at the end of that run.
Well, he took a hard hit on that one, and he is still down. Oh, getting up. Very shaken up. Fighting for extra yards, went airborne. He's going to get checked out from the medical staff.
Yeah, the training team coming out to look at him. This is crucial for West Clermont. No one on their team has any experience running the quarterback position outside of Rickman. No one has thrown a pass on the West Clermont offense besides Bo Rickman, and he's still down, getting checked out.
I mean, he took a nasty hit. I mean, picked up a big chunk of yards on the run. Successful read option, but he paid the price.
And while they check on him, we'll step away for just a second. We hope he's okay. It's first down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rickman got checked out after that play.
Alexander Hawk is at quarterback.
Alexander Hawk, the man with the 2 receiving touchdowns at quarterback, takes the direct snap, and he fights forward. The ball came out at the end of that run. They're going to call him down, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Well, without Bo Rickman, this team is definitely going to rely solely on the run. East got to be looking out for that, and it's going to be hard to call up any trick plays, or this team is going to have to go right on the run, and East has been ready for it all game.
Yeah, this is a big loss for West Clermont. They don't have anyone with any experience passing the ball besides Bo Rickman. Alexander Hawk stepped up at receiver today, and now he's going to have to step up at quarterback as well. They're in the pistol. Handoff goes to Landon Young up the middle. East had his number. Brings up 3rd and short.
Nowhere to go on that run. Picks up a couple. I mean, he's been held in check for a guy that has ran for 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns on the year. He has been stuffed by this East D-line.
West Clermont huddles up. Bo Rickman is back in the game, so a sigh of relief coming from the West Clermont offense. They've got their signal caller back. It's 3rd down and 4 in the pistol formation. Rickman and Young. Rickman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself to the left side. He's wrapped up by Zion Jones-Anderson. A strong tackle stops him short of the 1st down, and it'll bring up 4th down and short from about midfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it, but no, the punt team looks like they're sprinting out here.
That is a crucial tackle from Zion Jones-Anderson. What a job from him. And that's tough from Bo Rickman to get hit, go out there, and on 3rd down, trust himself to run it. But, I mean, tried to break the tackle, could not get out of Zion Jones-Anderson, and now every fan holding their breath as this punt is going to go to Carter Jones.
Carter Jones has muffed 2 already tonight. The snap to Hawk. The boot is going to bounce at about the 15, and it rolls out right at the 1-yard line. What a punt by Alexander Hawk. Couldn't do it any better. And East is going to be backed up in their own end zone to start this drive.
Oh, my goodness. That was a perfect punt right at the 1, but you've seen it before. Mason down the punt at the 2-yard line. 1 play, Chauncey Peck, 98 yards, school record.
They would definitely love to repeat that here. It would give them a 2-possession lead, which they failed to get in this game. They've had a lot of chances to do so, but this drive going to be a tall task. They've got to go 99 yards if they want to get a touchdown. Kitna and Ryder Hooks are in their own end zone in the shotgun. Kitna try to get him to jump. It's not going to be successful. And they'll audible now, changing up the play after the failed hard count. Kitna lines back up in the shotgun, steps back. He's just going to keep it himself to the right side, trying to find some room. He cuts back inside. He's hit at about the 5, where he'll be stopped by forward progress. East gives himself a little bit more room, and it brings up 2nd down and 7.
And that's just a smart play. Getting them more room in the backfield. Just let JT Kitna pick up about 3. Giving him more space to possibly throw the ball. John Kitna, a very aggressive coach. Don't expect him to play conservative, even though he's backed up inside his own 5.
Spread formation with Ryder Hooks and Kitna in the shotgun, trying to get them to jump again. They are desperate for some more room to operate with here as they audible into the pistol formation. Handoff to Ryder Hooks. He's been really successful in the first half. His run up the middle is going to go for some positive yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and very short. And East able to get some breathing room now. They've got a 3rd and 1 if they want to convert for a 1st down.
Well, great 2 plays from Lakota East, just trying to get the ball out of the shadow of their own goalpost. I mean, give it to the guy that had 172 rushing yards in 1 half to try and pick up the 1st down. Now you got 3rd down and 1. You saw the QB sneak earlier. They might try it here.
And Ryder Hooks has had, in my opinion, the by far best game of his career here at Lakota East. 170 yards in just the first half, and with penalties, if they wouldn't have happened, he would have well over 200 as the 3rd down run goes up the middle. Ryder Hooks spins forward and gets the 1st down for East, and they're all the way to the 22-yard line.
I mean, this O-line has done such an amazing job all year creating holes for Rider Hooks to run through. We're definitely going to miss them next year. All graduating, but I mean, all night. I mean, they've given JT Kidna time in the pocket to throw the ball. While he hasn't connected on a lot of his passes, he's been very clean back there, and they've just let Rider Hooks pick up the easy first down.
Under center, East in the I form we saw a few times in the first half. Fake handoff. Kidna steps back, looking to air it out. Pressure coming. He gets away from the sack. He's trying to find some room, and he's wrapped up after no gain. I don't know how Kidna didn't go back there in the backfield for a sack. He's able to get about 3 yards on that carry, and it brings up 2nd and 7.
I mean, I don't know how JT Kidna does it, but every time a defender hits him in the backfield, he either just shakes him with a spin move or it does right there, he just breaks the sack. I mean, he has been amazing rolling out into the pocket, avoids the pressure with ease, and he just makes something out of nothing, picking up 3 yards.
Caillou Robinson almost got him for the sack. He was ultimately brought down by Julian Hingston, the leading tackler for West Clermont. It's 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain by Kidna. Screen pass here to the left side to Rider Hooks, who tries to find some room, and he does. Gets out of the first wave of tacklers, still up and fighting. Ultimately, a lot of work for not a lot of yards. Brings up 3rd down and about a yard. Carter Jones checks in for Chris Boyer. Be interesting to see what East draws up here on this 3rd and short.
Well, 3rd and short earlier, they just gave it to the ball. Rider Hooks got the first down. Would not be shocked to see that again here. But West Clermont doing a really good job making sure East does not stay ahead of the chains. I mean, they're forcing these 3rd down plays where their defense has the opportunity to get a stop.
They've just got to get a stop and force a 4th down. East is well backed up here. 3rd down and 1. Kidna, direct snap, keeps it to the left side, and he's got enough for the first down. He's finally wrapped up after a gain of about 5, and East is up to the 35-yard line with a fresh set of downs.
JT Kidna is purely a pocket passer, but when he has his design runs, he has some sneaky athletic speed. He can really move down the field with ease, and I mean, right there, just a tough runner. Such a tall quarterback, 6'3", able to pick up the first down.
5:25 left in this this 3rd quarter. First down play is going to be a run to Rider Hooks out of the backfield, and Hooks blasts through the line to the left side. He gets about 8 yards on that carry, and Rider Hooks continues to just average so many yards per carry. He's been unstoppable in this game.
The first half, he averaged 12.3 yards a carry, and on the season, he averaged 7 on the dot. Such a great runner, and it's really benefited this East team who has so much success through the air. They have such a good running back that they can fall back on in these short yardage areas.
Rider Hooks subbed out on that play. It's 2nd and inches. I would not be shocked to see East take a shot deep down the field. One of those fast receivers they have out there. Zion Neal and Jaden Shea are lined up. It is a fake handoff. Kidna steps back, rolling out right. He's going to air it out over the middle, and it hits the ground. Jaden Shea wasn't able to corral it, just barely too short. And, I mean, the scoreboard might not look like it, but this passing game has been off tonight. Kidna and his receivers just not been on the same page.
Yeah, just a low throw. Jaden Shea was wide open in the middle of the field. Like you said, they were going to one of their fast receivers deep, but it brings up another 3rd and short.
And subbing back in now, Parker Elam, the usual D-end at tight end, and Derek Williams, more of a blocking receiver. Looks like we're going to get a run. Chauncey Peck, the running back out there, and it's going to be a keeper directly up the middle by JT Kidna. Looked like he definitely got enough on that sneak, and the chains move. So East is moving the ball effectively on this drive, and they are almost to midfield.
Yeah, they did a good job moving the ball in offense, creating these 3rd and shorts. The defense just not able to stop them. This run game is too much for them right now. Just got to try and get that pass game working. I mean, one big play, and you're starting to pull away from this game.
And this is exactly what you want as an East offense, tiring out this West Clermont defense. Kidna steps back on 1st and 10, delivers it to P.J. McFarland over the middle. He's able to bring it in, strong hands. He's about a yard short of the first down marker. Finally, Kidna able to connect in this 2nd half. And now East is set up with a 2nd and very short, maybe another chance to take a shot on this tired-out West Clermont defense.
Oh, what a catch from P.J. McFarland. Linebacker almost had a jump on it. A little bit of a dangerous throw, but P.J. McFarland's such a good tight end, such strong hands. his second catch of the game.
Carter Jones subs in here late for Chris Boyer. Ryder hooks back out there with Kitna in the shotgun formation. Kitna fakes the handoff, steps back, looks like he wants to take a shot. Rolls out to the right, and he's got who else? P.J. McFarland at the 25-yard line, able to get the feet in bounds, and East is at the 25 after a huge play to the big target. P.J. McFarland, you see right there why he's already got those D1 offers at tight end.
I mean, JT Kitna had room to run, could have easily picked up the first down, but he knew P.J. McFarland would have gotten more yards on that perfectly thrown ball. Kitna is getting into a groove. P.J. McFarland, 2 huge catches on back-to-back plays.
East knocking on the door of the red zone at the 26-yard line. In the shotgun, Kitna and Ryder Hooks. It's going to be a toss out to Ryder Hooks on the left side, who's got a flurry of blockers in front of him, and he gets the corner. He could go all the way. Finally brought down. It's going to be very close. They're going to call him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Hooks was trying to get that pylon and just barely missed it.
I mean, he's been hitting the edge of the sideline all night. Breakaway speed. He leaped over a guy. I couldn't really tell if it was a clean hurdle or not, but all I saw was him in the air. They're going to mark him right at the 2-yard line. What a run from Ryder Hooks. What a night he has had.
And a weak point for this West Clermont defense has been the tackling from those corners in the open field. That's why they've been attacking those outsides, and Ryder Hooks has had a lot of success doing it. Kitna under center here at the 2-yard line. Audibles out. Looks like they're trying to try some trickery here on this West Clermont defense. It's a handoff to Ryder Hooks right at the middle, and he untouched walks into the end zone. East will take a 34-21 lead here with 2:36 to go in the third quarter.
Lakota East goes 99 yards on that drive, and it wasn't all on a couple big plays. They had third down conversions that they just picked up easily. West Clermont is now down by 2 scores, and like you were saying earlier, they're not really a team that's built to come back. Ryder Hooks well over 200 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. He has been explosive tonight.
What a drive by this Lakota East offense. No penalties. Started at their own 1-yard line and took it all the way down the field for 6. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. They stayed ahead of the sticks the whole time. Extra point from Fitzstevens is up, and it's good. He continues to be perfect on the extra points, and East finally has that 2-possession lead they were looking for the entire first half. They finally get the execution done, and they now have a pretty firm control of this game.
Yeah, and it's a game that, while they are very close in the seeding, you kind of expected East to come out and dominate. I mean, this team is so good. They're 7-3, but they play better than their record. And they almost beat Princeton, put up a good fight against West. And honestly, if they played Centerville right now, they would without a doubt win in my mind. So this is what you wanted to see. They shot themselves in the foot in the first half, but now they're just trying to pull away, keep making stops on defense, get the offense out in the field, just keep giving it to Ryder Hooks. I mean, he is unstoppable right now.
Ryder Hooks well over 200 yards of rushing now. Man, he wishes he could have had that against Oak Hills. Would have been over 1,000 yards on the season, but nonetheless, he produces when it matters most in the playoffs. 2:36 left in the third quarter. Looks like we're going to get a official timeout before this kickoff. And I think it's a TV timeout from Spectrum News, who is denying us the ability to stream our own game. So we'll step away while they take their time to show their ads. We welcome you back to playoff football after the TV timeout from Spectrum News. Once again, a reminder, OHSAA and Spectrum's official contact has made it impossible for us to live stream our own game in our own football stadium. Disappointing to see from a student organization to deny their own students access to opportunity in favor of some money. It is a kickoff here for East. It's another short one. They've liked these all night. It's a fair catch, fielded at about the 28. So West Clermont will start at the 28-yard line, and they have not had much success on offense in this second half.
No, they have not. I mean, the running game is not working. They had a scare with Bo Rickman going down with a possible injury. He is back into the game. But this East defense, they are ready now for the possible deep balls that they might see. I mean, West Clermont, they don't do that often. Them throwing the ball like 9 times in this game is unheard of. They average about 5 passes a game. So the fact that they've been able to have this success is a little bit shocking to me. But when it comes to what they do best, East has shut it down, and that is when they run the ball to Landon Young. He has not averaged good yards per carry. Really, their whole rushing team has just not been great. So it's a really good job from this East D-line and linebackers stopping them in these crucial plays.
Pistol formation for West Clermont to start this drive. It's a fake handoff. Rickman rolls out, going to fire it well out of bounds. And at what point do you start panicking as West Clermont? You are not built to come from behind. Like we said, 12% of their plays are passes, and most of those go incomplete. So definitely not wanting to play from behind, and now you're down 2 possessions. You got to cook up something quickly here if you want to come back.
Yeah, and you're forced to do stuff that you're not used to doing. You see there, first play, they almost always go run. But that time they tried to run it left and throw it downfield, but just nothing was there, so they had to throw it away. So now you're forced into these uncomfortable situations, and that's what happens when you can't run the ball and you can't do what you've been best at all season.
Fake handoff to Young, and Bo Rickman was turned upside down, but he did get 9 yards on the carry. So third and very short coming up as a result, and a flag flies very late. They might call some unnecessary roughness on that hit, but I didn't think it was dirty. I
definitely thought it was clean. That happened before it went in the air. If they call a unsportsmanlike, I doubt it's going to be on East. I'm not too sure how that's possible. I mean, I don't know why anyone it's unsportsmanlike conduct is going to move the ball up 15 yards. I don't know how that's possible, though. It's on a play where we tackled their quarterback, and don't know why any of our guys are trying to be doing anything unnecessary.
Yeah, not too sure.
I didn't even see anything, and I'm watching the play all the way through.
Okay, it's going to be a free first down after the 15-yard penalty. They're at the 49 of East now. In motion goes Sareem Olin, and it's a handoff to Landon Young, but the play is blown dead before it can get started. It's going to be a false start on the West Clermont offense, so they'll lose some of those yards they just gained off the penalty.
Well, I'm still just appalled at that unsportsmanlike conduct, but just a false start from West Clermont, and they got set up at past the 50. They could really make something out of this. This is a must drive for them. This is a must touchdown drive. You're down 2 scores. There's already only a minute left in the third quarter. You got to try and score here, so false start like that's not going to help you.
In the pistol, Rickman and Young on 1st and 15 now. Fake handoff. Rickman gets the corner, still up, but he's brought down after a gain of about 4 by, it looks like, the entire East defense. The ball came out, but he was down. Man, Rickman has been taking a lot of hits tonight, and do want to remind you, even on that unnecessary roughness, you never know what was said after the play.
Correct.
So, I mean, while we might think we have the whole story up here in the booth, it's hard to tell. If you're East, you just got to go out there and not let that affect you. And that's exactly how you do it. 2nd down and 12 after the 3-yard gain. On the right hash. In the pistol once more. Rickman and Young win the 2 in the backfield all night. Rickman takes the snap here on 2nd and long. It's going to be a handoff to Young up the middle, and he finds a hole. He's into the secondary, still fighting, and he's got a first down all the way to the 37-yard line. A strong run by Landon Young. He's finally able to get a little bit of room.
Well, that's his most successful run of the night. Running with a little bit of anger. He has not had the night that he's wanted. But, I mean, West Clermont doing a good job moving the ball downfield. They've been doing it with their runs. But a lot of time has been shaved off this clock.
20 seconds left in this third quarter. That East drive on offense last time took up a lot of this third quarter. See if they run a play before the time runs out. They will. It's going to be a handoff to Landon Young, who can't find any room. A flag flies late, and a helmet goes flying at the end of that play.
I think it's definitely going to be face mask. The helmet got thrown back to the 50.
Landon Young's helmet shot out there. I'm not sure how it even physically went that far. I encourage you to check out the video stream afterward just to see that. That looked like something out of a video game out there.
I mean, it was just a pile on him, and the flag flew. They will call a face mask, but randomly out of the pile, a helmet just went flying backwards.
Yeah, that one was a pretty clear face mask. I can't stress enough that helmet went 20 yards backwards. West Clermont gifted another free first down. East is being killed by penalties on this drive. 2 seconds remain in the third quarter. And now Winton Woods is well into West Clermont. I keep messing these names up. Oh, my goodness. West Clermont well into Lakota East territory. And it's 1st and 10.
Okay.
Some clarification from the refs. So in the shotgun is Rickman with Landon Young next to him. And now they're going to let the clock run out. That will end the third quarter. One more quarter to go in a 35-21 game. East trying to maintain their two-possession lead here, and West Clermont knocking on the door of a score. We'll be right back. We welcome you back here to the fourth quarter of what has been an exciting game. West Clermont been gifted a lot of free yards. They are inside of the East 20-yard line at about the 19. Spectrum trying to finish off their ads as once more, for the final time, I'll remind you, due to the OHSAA restrictions and exclusive contract by Spectrum News, they have denied our own school permission to stream our own game live. We hope you'll call for change as they take away student opportunities in favor for that cold, hard money. It is 1st and 10 inside the red zone for West Clermont. They are driving right now. Blitz coming from Lakota East. It got through. It's a pass by Bo Rickman in the corner of the end zone. and that time not going to connect with Alexander Hawk, who has had two reception touchdowns already. Couldn't get his third there.
Well, they've been in this situation at the start of the game, and what they did was they threw that exact same route to Alexander Hawk. Last time he was able to catch it. This time, two guys on him, overthrew him, not able to bring it in. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Got to play bend but don't break defense if you're Lakota East.
2nd down and 10 from the 19-yard line after the incompletion. Fake end around. Bo Rickman keeps it, and he is swallowed up immediately. I believe Cohen Reap, read that one like a book, didn't let it go anywhere, and 3rd and long coming up as a result. East has a good chance to at least hold them to a field goal here.
Cohen Reap has been just the best linebacker in the GMC all year. The most tackles, the most solo tackles, has an interception, 2 forced fumbles. I mean, he is the anchor on this East defense, making plays in the playoffs. That's what you want to see.
3rd down and 10 after their first 2 plays went nowhere. In the pistol, 2 receivers down to the bottom. Handoff is a fake to Landon Young. Rickman trying to fight forward. He falls down about 2 yards shy of the first down. And we should see West Clermont go for it here. This is a huge play if East can make a stop. They're going to mark him about 3 yards short.
I think you have to go for this. It's 4th quarter. You're down by 2 touchdowns. If East is able to get the stop here, that's going to go a long way into putting this one out of reach.
West Clermont going to have to drop something good here. They've got about 4 yards to go, so just running it up the middle is going to be tough. Passing has not been effective in the second half. Let's see what they draw up here. Biggest play of the night, 4th down and 4. In the shotgun, trying to get East to jump. It doesn't work. Rickman rolls out to his right. Pressure coming, fires it, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs inside the red zone. No flags. The East offense will take over with a 2-possession lead. 10 minutes left to go in the game. And West Clermont crucially comes away with no points. That was a 4th down they had to have.
He heard the footsteps of Cohen Reap, and he got scared and overthrew the football. Had the first down if they were able to connect, just over his head. And if East's offense is able to move the ball downfield, work time off this clock, this one could be over.
Bo Rickman heavily shaken up after that play. He was able to stumble off the field. Man, the pressure got to him there, and that pass just was never going to get to any receiver there. Good work by this East defense. They now have a strong control over this game, and if they can run off some time off this clock with Ryder Hooks, who has over 200 yards rushing today, this one could already be in the books. In the I formation, Kitna under center, hands it off to Ryder Hooks, who cuts back inside, and he continues to fight forward, a gain of 6. Man, Ryder Hooks has just been ahead of the sticks all night. West Clermont has to be exhausted out there.
I mean, he has been locked in all game, well over 200 rushing yards, putting up Ashton Genty, Grayson Goldsmith numbers. And it's really benefited JT Kitna because he's been off the mark on half of his passes. So they've had to rely on Ryder Hooks, and he's gotten the job done.
And a big storyline here, too. A lot of West Clermont's players play both sides. Their key players, Landon Young, one of them, for example. This an end around to Zion Neal, who doesn't really get anywhere on the left side, brings up 3rd down and 3. But a lot of these West Clermont main players are playing both ways, especially usually Bo Rickman at linebacker and Landon Young at linebacker. Those guys have got to be exhausted out there playing both sides of the ball all night. And those are your 2 main guys that you want to get points from late in the game.
Yeah, definitely, and it really Lakota East really benefits from a deep core that they have as a team. I mean, the backups at any position can get the job done. You see Carter Jones, Chauncey Peck, Ryder Hooks, those 3 great running backs, great receivers, and especially that D-line, those linebackers, is such a great core and talent.
3rd and 4. Kitna stepped back in the shotgun and fired it out to Zion Neal, who's very close to the first down marker, and they'll give it to him. Moves the sticks. What a catch by Zion Neal. And East continues to move the sticks here in the second half. They've looked in control since they came out of halftime.
Yeah, that was way to fight by Zion Neal. Caught the ball just about a yard short of the first down and then gave it his all to pick up that last yard. He's had a pretty good game.
Under center, Kitna. Hand off to Ryder Hooks to the left side. He cuts back inside. Finds some room once again. still fighting into the secondary, and he has 12 yards on that first down run. East moves the sticks once again. The clock continues to run.
I mean, Ryder Hook, she just cannot stop him. West Clermont has had no answers. Ryder Hook's heck of a night.
Yeah, West Clermont, you can tell those D linemen are exhausted out there. They have not been able to take Ryder Hooks down on first contact at all tonight. It's been the story of the year, really. Ryder Hooks, that low center of gravity and that strong running, he's really hard to take down, and he's showed it tonight. Under center, Kitna once again fakes the handoff, steps back, looking to throw, airs it out to the corner, and Jaden Shea is able to make the catch past midfield. They're at the 48-yard line. Beautiful throw there by JT Kitna to the corner, and Jaden Shea gets his second reception of the night.
Well, Jaden Shea had 2 opportunities to score a touchdown, but both of them, one of them was a drop, one of them had his feet out of bounds, but that was a big first down catch there. And time is ticking away. East is moving the ball. This one is looking out of reach.
Kitna under center, fakes the handoff, steps back again, looking downfield. Still no pressure. He had all day to throw, and he's going to run it himself. Gets about 4 yards before he steps out of bounds. Actually, I believe that was a gain of about 7 there. Man, JT Kitna has been unable to be brought down in the backfield all night.
Yeah, he's had a couple of huge runs. I mean, no sacks. He rarely gets sacked. This O-line doing such a good job of keeping the linemen out of the pocket. JT Kitna has been clean all night. His jersey is sparkling, and he's been able to just scramble out, pick up yards on the run. Just, it's unfortunate that his passes, most of them, he has either overthrown or they've just been off the mark.
In the I formation, Kitna under center. Fake handoff again, looking to throw. Kitna airs it out. Good catch by Chris Boyer, his first reception of the night. Catches it over his head, and he's still fighting all the way down to the 32-yard line. Chris Boyer showing some strength there after the catch. T. Higgins-esque run there across the field, and he's got a first down.
I mean, I thought that, looking at that play, I thought he might be throwing it to Jaden Shea, who's deeper, but Chris Boyer, such a tall receiver, grabs it, stiff arms about 2 guys. I mean, like you said, see that from T. Higgins.
Fresh set of downs for East again. They're not afraid to throw it here in this fourth quarter. West Clermont has no answer for the East offense right now. This is the momentum you want in a playoff game and in what will be a tough matchup next week against Moeller. We would have done score updates coming out of the third quarter, but they're all blowouts. This really the only somewhat close game, and if East can take care of business here, they'll put it away. Fake handoff to Ryder Hooks. Kitna steps back again in the pocket. Fires one to Zion Neal, who's wide open, and finally, JT Kitna able to connect deep, and Zion Neal puts this one pretty much out of reach, 41-21. What a throw, what a catch, a perfect play call on first down.
I mean, he's just wide open in the end zone. I would be disappointed if JT Kitna didn't put that one on the mark. No one was even close to him. I'm not sure what the defense was doing on that one. He had all time in the world to just sit in that end zone. Zion Neal, what a night.
And what was a one-score game coming out of halftime, the East defense has stepped up, not allowed to score yet this second half, and this East offense has executed perfectly 2 drives that have been long, taking off huge chunks of clock, and now with this extra point, Fitzstevens' kick is up, and it's good, so East is up 42-21. They have a demanding lead now by 3 possessions. West Clermont has had no answers in the second half.
And I'm watching these stands. A lot of West Clermont fans leaving the stadium. Some East fans, too. They know this one is over. East is going to pick up their first playoff win since 2018, and they do it in just the second year under new head coach John Kitna. JT Kitna getting it done. I mean, really, it was Ryder Hooks getting it done in this one.
Yeah, an East first playoff game since 2020, and like you said, their last win coming in 2018 against Springboro. They have been hungry for a win, and they're getting it done against the 8th seed in this part of the bracket. Next week, they'll move on to play Moeller, who is the heavy favorite to win state. It's going to be tough, to say the least. Luka Ponatowski has been lights out all year. This East pass defense is going to have to be on their marks.
Yeah, they're going to have to do everything they can to stop him. I mean, he's an amazing quarterback. When you're Moeller, you're going to have these amazing players, so it's going to be tough. but still excited. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you a stream. Not quite sure, though. Still playoff, it gets a little dicey with if we're allowed to do it or not. We're going to do everything in our power to get there. But like you said, it's going to be a tough one. You're playing Moeller. It's always going to be tough. But I think this East team has it in them to at least give a good fight out there.
Yeah, this East team has been able to keep up with some pretty impressive squads out there. Kept it pretty close with West until the end.
Probably should have beat Princeton.
Definitely should have beat Princeton.
That game still is just
special teams disaster.
Always on my mind. Can't believe it, but I mean, and Princeton, they hang with Moeller. I mean, it was 21 to 38 in week 1. Princeton did take the L, but this East team can hang with these tough opponents.
For sure. Long TV timeout here by Spectrum News. Got to make sure to get all their sponsors in there. Reminder, our student broadcast brings you the stream for free, no monthly fee at all. But unfortunately, no video until after this game when we upload it. Going to be a little bit of a delay, but if you do want to see the end of this game with video, you could check back in a few hours. We will have that one uploaded with our commentary on top. 6:49 left in this game. Kickoff team's finally running out there. East has been in control. Bo Rickman been hit a lot tonight. Has not had a lot of time to throw, and I don't think West Clermont has what it takes to mount a real comeback here.
Yeah, well, West Clermont, like you said, a lot of their guys play. A lot of their key players play both sides of the ball, so they're going to be tired out at the end of every game. And in this one, it's no different from that. Just they kept up in the first half, had some plays on defense, a lot of plays on offense, but cannot keep up in the second half.
Fitzstevens' kick is fielded by Hawk at about the 5-yard line. He tries to reverse the field, cutting in the middle, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. So that's where West Clermont will start. This is desperation time. 6:42 left. They do still have all 3 timeouts, but they're down by 3 scores. They'll need a miracle here if they want to come back, and they've got to get something going through the air, which is where they really struggle.
Like you said, not a team built to come back. You're down 3 scores with just 6 minutes and 42 seconds left. You're going to have to try to do something, and I think East knows that they're probably going to go for the pass. So put in the regular corners, regular defense, try and stop them there. I mean, one more stop in this game is most likely going to be over on the next East offensive drive.
And like you said, a lot of the normal secondary coming out here to try to finish off this game. We see Alexander Smith, Enzo Chetney, the 2 corners. Actually, some backups coming in here late as well.
See Makai Johnson out there.
Alexander Hawk at quarterback. Drops the snap, steps back, trying to find somebody. Not a usual thrower, doesn't have a pass attempt on the year. He'll keep it and go down after a gain of 3. Not sure what happened to Bo Rickman. He's on the sideline over there. Maybe got shaken up on that last drive. But no one else on West Clermont has a passing attempt on the year. And they've got to throw it here. Alexander Hawk's going to have to cook something up. 2nd and 7, still in that shotgun with 3 receivers. Hawk steps back, rolls out right. Tries to find somebody. He'll air it out deep. That one overthrown and almost intercepted through the hands of Nick Miller. That one would have sealed the game, but it goes through his hands. Alexander Hawk's pass was astray, to say the least.
Well, just a desperation heave. Trying to do everything he can. And you can see it in the plays they're calling. This one is over. I mean, that would have sealed the game with the interception, just could not bring it in. A lot of East players very happy on the sidelines.
Very unfortunate to see a team like West Clermont have to put in an emergency quarterback in a situation like this. Never want to see injuries really bite into a high school playoff game, but they have here as Hawk steps back on 3rd down and 5. There's a flag down. Trying to escape pressure, and he is brought down from behind. What a sack there by East. We'll see what the penalty is. There's another flag that came down late. I think we're going to get unnecessary roughness.
I see a referee's hat off. I don't know if it just fell off or something, but it flew in the air, and typically when you see that, it means an ejection.
I believe that ref just already threw his flag and then threw another one after the play because he threw it right at the beginning, or I believe was a holding call. There's going to be an array of penalties here. I think there's 1 on West Clermont's offense and 2 on the East defense.
Yeah, that did seem like a questionable tackle. Got him by the neck. The ball will be moving forward. Still no signal of what the call is, though.
And John Kitna, the coach down there, is livid with that ref. They have to tell him to back up, make sure he doesn't try to attack anyone out there. Looks like West Clermont's going to be moved up all the way to the 46-yard line of their side of the field.
And that will bring up 1st and 10, not 4th and 7.
Yeah, I believe maybe a horse collar at the end of that run to the right side by Alexander Hawk. Still no Bo Rickman. Might not see him for the rest of this game. 5:48 left in the 4th quarter. Desperation time, if not garbage time, for West Clermont here as Hawk rolls out to his left, tries to find somebody. He'll air it out, and it is dropped there. Almost caught by Sarah Norona. Couldn't field it. Brings up 2nd and 10.
I mean, Sarah Norona only has 1 catch on the season. He was open there. But I don't know if it's the quarterback all year for West Clermont not making the throws of the receivers, but this passing game is – they had some rare success with it in the first half of this one, but nothing doing in the second half, and that's what it's been like all year. They've relied on the run, and come playoff time, you're playing these tougher teams, it's not really going to work.
Shotgun formation on 2nd and 10. Should see another rollout pass here from Alexander Hawk. Landon Young in the game. Hawk rolls out to his left. This time he'll keep it himself. He's got a lot of speed. It gets through past the first down marker, and he's finally wrapped up by Aiden Gideon in a slurry of East defenders. They get a fresh set of downs, but they did waste some time. And you can see East defense just playing back here, expecting pass, and that gave them the opportunity to run it for a few yards.
Yeah, well, every D lineman needs to just expect the rollout right or left. Make sure he can't run for those yards. Want to keep them to just 21 points by the end of this game. Don't want to make the score look closer.
Pressure coming from behind. Hawk airs it out deep, and it's caught in the end zone there. What a catch by Brady Manier. His 2nd catch on the year, goes for a long touchdown. Hawk was hit hard on that play. He's still down. It's going to be a touchdown, and the training staff runs out to check on him. He got hit hard in that backfield. Good play by Brady Manier there, catching that deep ball. We're going to step away while the training staff takes a look. We welcome you back here. 5:08 left in this 4th quarter. Not used to having that camera on us, but the extra point coming from West Clermont. They were able to finally score here in the second half. A heave by Alexander Hawk was caught by Brady Manier. Hawk got hit hard. He was already their emergency quarterback after Bo Rickman went out. Extra point is good, so now an onside kick going to have to work for West Clermont if they want to come back, and they don't have a quarterback at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we'll see from them, but, I mean, if this onside kick attempt fails, this one is over. And what a night for Lakota East. It looked a little shaky in the first half with some fumbles, some muffed punts. But now they got into a rhythm. They got into a groove. They put up 42 points on West Clermont, the 9 seed. East was the 8 seed, and they played like it was the 1 seed against the 16 seed. Maybe not so much in the score, but you could just tell from the get-go East was dominating this one.
Yeah, the first half was a little iffy with some mental mistakes, some special teams errors, some penalties. But this second half, East has been in control. Garbage time touchdown there allowed. We've seen a few of those this year. East had some backups in there, but they can field this onside kick. This game is over.
And I really want to run and get a stat sheet from this one. I want to see what Ryder Hook's rushing stats are. I think he's well over 250 on the ground, 4 total touchdowns. I mean, he was really the guy on offense in this one.
Yeah, all-purpose yards, he's definitely over 250, if not just on the ground alone. See if West Clermont draws up for their onside kick. Every team does it a little bit differently. It's got to go 10 yards, and they've got to get it if they want a chance in this game. Bounces, still up, and it is fielded by Zion Neal, I believe, on the right side. So East will take over past midfield. This game pretty much over. They just got to run out the clock now, and they've got some running backs that are very eager to do so.
Yeah, Braxton Thurman, when he gets his opportunities, he runs hard. He had the huge return on the first play of the game on the kickoff to start this one. So expect him to be in the game. Expect him to be running hard. I don't see him out there right now, but would not be surprised if they give him an opportunity. I mean, you still have 5 minutes left, and you're at your 45. If a play goes right, I mean, we could see another touchdown.
1st and 10. Kitna under center, motions Carter Jones in the backfield behind him. It'll be a toss to the left to Carter Jones, who's got some blockers in front of him. Good lead blocking there, and Carter Jones is able to get about 6 yards. An awkward tackle. He's able to bounce back up. 2nd down and 4 coming up, and the clock continues to run.
Well, Ryder Hook's coming into the game. I guess they're thinking, it's only a 14-point lead. Just make sure you end this one. Clock is going to slowly tick away. What a game from Lakota East. First playoff win since 2018.
They've really dominated in this second half. Ryder Hook's back out there. He's been the man of the game. Over 250 all-purpose yards. And here comes another handoff to add some stats onto that sheet. He fights forward, and he continues to be a strong force there. A little bit of a late tackle. But the chains will move nonetheless from forward progress. 4:19 left in this game. East continues to just drive down the field, and West Clermont is exhausted out there. A lot of those guys playing both ways, and they've just been run all over tonight.
Yeah, they were just not ready for a team like Lakota East, who has some special playmakers on offense and defense. And it's been their key guys that have dominated in this one.
1st down and 10 after the strong run by Ryder Hooks. He's still out there with Kitna in the shotgun. Handoff to Ryder Hooks to the left side. Bounces outside. Still going. He's got a lane, and he's brought down out of bounds after a gain of 15. They're at the 15-yard line, and East continues to move the ball effectively on this drive. 3:53 left in this fourth quarter.
I mean, every time he hits that edge, he just goes for big yards. 10+ every time. Not quite sure what the stoppage is for.
Like an injury here late on the sideline. Someone from West Clermont banged up. We'll step away for just a moment while they check on him. It's hard to see who it is from up here. we welcome you back here to this fourth quarter. I believe Landon Young was shaken up on that play. He was checked out, but he did run off on his own power. Good to see. You never want to see anyone get hurt this late into a game that's pretty much already over, especially not a key guy like Landon Young, who's only a sophomore, got 2 more good years ahead of him. He's trying to run out this clock. 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Kitna's under center with Peck behind him in the I form. He'll motion Chris Boyer across the field. Takes the snap, hands it off. Peck will take it up the middle, finds a hole, and he's down inside the 10-yard line to the 7. They'll move the sticks. It's 1st and goal from the 8, and 3:35 remain in this game.
Yeah, going to be hard to not run it in for a touchdown on this drive, put the score up to 49. I mean, this run game has dominated. In a game I expected the pass game to dominate. JT Kitna was off the mark, so they leaned on the running backs, and, man, if they gotten it done, specifically Ryder Hooks. We've talked about it all night. His best game as a Thunderhawk in his career.
Yeah, this run game, we really thought they'd lead and pass in this one, but nobody in the passing game was really on the same page. It's been Ryder Hooks who's been the man of the hour. There's a flag before that one. Going to be a false start on the East offense, so they'll back up 5 yards. 3:02 left in this game. It'll be 1st down and 15. Sorry, 1st and 13. 1st and goal, really. And a flag coming late. And John Kitna, the head coach from East, just got a penalty that's going to push East back 15 more yards. And, you know, maybe this looks bad on paper, but I think this might honestly benefit East. This East crowd is booing, though. This is such an interesting predicament late in this game because now they're backed up to their own 28-yard line, but they have way more room where they can run out the clock now. Is this really benefiting West Clermont, or is it just hurting them?
John Kitna just might be a genius, purposely getting.
If this was on purpose, he might be a mastermind, but I don't believe it was. I think he just lost his cool down there. He might say it was on purpose. I'll believe him. Fake handoff. Kitna was hit as he threw that. It's going to fall short. Not sure where the ball went there. It looked like it disappeared. I thought maybe it would have been intercepted, but Zion Neal not able to haul it in, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 28. It's actually 2nd and goal from the 28-yard line.
Well, first time Kitna has been pressured on one of his throws where it's affected the pass. I mean, that one, trying to find Zion Neal, he floated that one. Almost picked off. Zion Neal did a good job boxing out the corner to force it an incompletion. Surprised to not see him run, though.
Yeah, maybe just trying some trickery there. 2:54 left in the game. Zion Neal in motion across the middle there in the I formation. Ryder Hooks back out there. He'll take the toss to the right side, cuts up field, trying to find some room. A nice spin move. He's still up and fighting, and he's inside the 15. We'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line, and a timeout.
I mean,
called.
Yeah. I don't want.
Sorry, timeout called by West Clermont. I'll let you talk now.
I don't want to glaze or anything, but I've even at the NFL college level, watching a running back, I've never seen a running back fight this hard the entire game, refusing to go down on the first tackle. Every game, all the way into the fourth quarter, Ryder Hooks is just special.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew. Low center of gravity. He's not going to go down on first contact, and he can do it on the outside with that speed. He has really been the man for this team tonight. When the pass game wasn't working or on the same page, he delivered. He's averaged at least, I think, 12 to 13 yards a carry tonight, and he carried over from the first half. And like I said before, he's a player that gets better as the game goes on. I don't know how he carries this momentum late on, and I don't know how he doesn't run out of energy out there.
It's crazy. I mean, he would have been a 1,000-yard rusher if he played the first game. And it's just absurd. He broke his collarbone and was back in like 2 weeks. Had a metal rod in his neck, and he played in week 2 and picked up 70 rushing yards. It's just an amazing running back that Lakota East has back there. We often talk about JT Kitna and these receivers, but Ryder Hooks, what a special player.
Yeah, and got to give credit to the rest of this running back core, though, too, because when Ryder Hooks goes out, with an injury or if he's tired, Chauncey Peck and Carter Jones can pick up the slack right away and average just about the same on the ground. Maybe less flashy, but, I mean, we saw Chauncey Peck break a 98-yard touchdown run, school record. First game of the season. Play clock hit 0 after the timeout. A little bit of confusion. It's going to be called delay of game on East.
I mean, this will bring up a 3rd and 21.
I mean, I get, sure, the play clock ran out, but at this point in the game, does it really matter that much?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe they're just don't know what really happened there. I mean, it's just not get set in time, didn't know the play clock. Might be, I mean, it'll give them more room for their receivers to run past these defenders.
It's 3rd and goal from the 21-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Ryder Hooks to the right side, finding some room. Still fighting, and he's out of bounds at about the 14. So it'll finally bring up 4th down. We should see the field goal team come out. Timeout called by West Clermont. And before the kick team comes out there, we'll step away for just a moment. 2:33 left in the game. We welcome you back to this 4th quarter. 2:33 left. It's 4th and 14. Well, actually, it's 4th and goal from the 14, man. This has been a bizarre series of plays. Some penalties have pushed East back. They'll air it out on 4th down, firing it over the middle. Couldn't get it to P.J. McFarland. Turnover on downs. West Clermont will get the ball with 2:30 to go. And no quarterback as Alexander Hawk got hurt last drive and Bo Rickman got hurt earlier in this game. Let's see who comes out there under center.
Well, I see Alexander Hawk out there on defense, so worst comes to worst. If Bo Rickman's not back, I think Alexander Hawk is. But 28-42. We've been talking like this game is over. I mean, you get a miracle play, then you try the onside kick, you have a chance. East defense got to be ready. This game is not quite over yet.
1st and 10 from the 14. West Clermont going to need a miracle. Alexander Hawk looks like he'll be the one doing the work at quarterback. He was able to complete one for a touchdown. And the East defense was not ready on that play. Still somehow pressure coming. Hawk able to escape to the left side, still up. Cohen Reap trying to chase him down, and he finally gets him out of bounds past the 28-yard line. There was a moment there where everyone in that East defense realized, oh shoot, we need to get set on the line.
I mean, they just weren't set at all, but somehow still got pressure. Alexander Hawk immediately had to start running for his life, and he got out of the pocket, picked up a big gain. Clock stopped at 2:20.
Hawk rolls out right, trying to find something. Pressure coming from behind. He's able to just lob one up there, and it's caught. Catch made all the way down to the 25-yard line. The East defense was turned around. Caught there by Cameron Strauss, his 3rd catch on the season. The big receiver out there gets them all the way to the 25-yard line. He's got to be careful here. They don't want him to come back with 2:08 left.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit scary, and I don't know, Cole Miranda just turned around on that one, able to make the safe tackle. But the East defense got to be careful here.
And the shotgun, Hawk bobbles the snap, rolls out left, makes the DN slip, fires it to the end zone, and it's dropped. The interception was dropped by Chauncey Peck. That would have sealed the game, but it hit the ground.
My goodness.
Thought that one was for sure an interception, but it brings up 2nd and 10 instead. Alexander Hawk avoids a disaster.
I mean, definitely. The flag flies. That is, I thought for sure he had that interception. The ref ran down there and started pounding the ground saying it was down. He did not secure the catch.
And an unsportsmanlike conduct called on East there. Man, East is really doing.
They offset though, two.
Oh, there was two.
Two unsportsmanlike.
That is crucial there. That would have given West Clermont dangerous field position, and then I would have been a little bit worried myself if maybe they're mounting something here late.
I had no clue, but this East defense has got to be ready.
And it seems like West Clermont is running the same pass play every time. I'm not sure how East is getting caught so off guard. Hawk rolls out to the left. Pressure coming this time. He's trying to escape to the right side. Gets the edge. He's got room. He's past the 20. And he's brought down by Derek Williams on the sideline. It's almost a first down. It's going to be third and very short at the 15.
I mean, Alexander Hawk has been very fast at the quarterback position. These D linemen are not able to catch him. I mean, he's made throws. Maybe they're realizing this should have been the guy all along.
Hawk rolls out to the left. Fires it, and it's almost intercepted again. East has had so many opportunities to end this game. It's got to be the cold air or something. These DBs have some lead hands right now. They've got to secure one of these.
A lot of drop passes, a lot of tipped balls, haven't been caught. I mean, that is twice now that East could have just sealed this game. I mean, they're still down. West Clermont's still down by 2 scores, but if they were to score a touchdown here, I mean, the rest of the playoff teams in the bracket are looking at you and they're going, well, East is not that good.
You got to be able to put games away in the playoffs. It's fourth down and very short. The crowd that stayed is getting very loud. This game comes down to this. 1:21 left. Hawk takes the snap, rolls out, and that play called
flag flies.
Happened.
Oh, false start. West Clermont.
Delay of game.
Or delay of game, wow.
Took too long to get to the line, so now they're backed up 4th and 6, making it a little bit harder on themselves. A near impossible task of coming back just got even harder. 4th and 6. East just got to stop them here, and they'll end this game. Hawk takes the snap in the shotgun, rolls out left. Pressure coming. Gets away. Brought down.
Ball was out. Oh, no. He is not. He is down on the ground. He is not moving.
Now, we'll step away. I don't believe there was a flag on the play. Training staff will look at him. We'll hope he's okay. Never want to see an injury this late into the game.
Should see 2 kneel downs.
We welcome you back. 1:08 left. It is 1st and 10 for East. After what was a roller coaster of a drive for West Clermont, where maybe we thought, are they going to come back here late? East was able to avoid danger. It looks like they'll kneel this game out. There's the knee by JT Kitna. Still some time left on the clock. Teams are lining up. Got to wait for it to get to 40 on the clock. One more kneel down, and it'll be over. East will get their first playoff win since 2018 and their first playoff appearance since 2020.
And it is a great job from the Lakota East Thunderhawks. A great job all year from head coach John Kitna. Amazing year from JT Kitna, getting a playoff win. At the start of the year, I had a few doubts. I gave our ceiling about 4-6 record. We are 7-3 and have just won the first round of the playoffs. Could not be more happy as an East fan. It's been a special year, and we're most likely going to go and we're going to play Moeller. see if we can keep the ball rolling.
We will go to play Moeller next week at Moeller. So East picks up their first playoff win since 2018. John Kitten has successfully turned the program around after going 1-9 last year in his first season, going 7-3 and winning his first playoff game of his career here at Lakota East. We thank you so much for sticking with us. If you're interested in seeing the video stream, that will go up shortly after we edit it down just a little bit. Due to OHSAA restrictions, we weren't able to bring you the video broadcast, but for those of you who stuck around for our radio broadcast, listening to Max Earl and Beck Lucas with me here talk about this game, it's been a fun one. We hope to bring you the one from next week. We want to give a shout-out to all of our sponsors and our athletic boosters who make this broadcast club possible, as well as the entire crew that put this all together. We hope to see you next week against Moeller. I'm